I'm going to be showing you how to get every character token, vehicle token, and gold brick in the open world of Manhattan in LEGO Marvel Superheroes. Now keep in mind, I'm going to be keeping the map sort of in the same orientation throughout the whole guide, just to make things a little bit simpler. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, starting off with the character token here on the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier for the damage control character. So up here on top of the helicarrier near the spawn of the open world of Manhattan, there's going to be a bunch of fire. So what we need to do is put that out with a character like Iceman. So we're just going to freeze over all of that fire, and as soon as you do that, the character token for damage control will spawn right there in the middle. Okay, now it's time for our first gold brick. This is going to be a race located just to the north of the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier. So to start the race, all you have to do is fly through this ring with any flying character. I'm using Iron Man. It could be easier with a character like Green Goblin, I've heard, but for the majority of these races, I think I use either Iron Man or Human Torch, so it's definitely doable with pretty much any flying character. But yeah, you just have to fly through all the rings. Make sure you go through the green rings within the time limit, and you should be good to go. This is a pretty long race. You go throughout most of Manhattan in this one. Look at this. You go under the subways and everything like that. Sometimes the train can come and hit you, so watch out for that as you're flying here above the train tracks here, and fly right here, and that will complete the first race of the map. Okay, next up is gold brick number 2. This is going to be located on the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier, kind of on the right side next to the right engine, and this engine is going to be blocked, so what you need to do is destroy the gold Lego object Hulk with a character like Iron Man with his laser, and then destroy all of the debris in here as well. I just kind of flew over here with Iron Man and started shooting rockets at all the different debris. There's going to be another gold Lego object there, and once you destroy all of that, the fan's going to start moving, and once you see it start to move there, you're going to come over here to this terminal, and you need to charge it up. So we're going to use Dr. Doom to charge this panel up, and that'll cause the fan to be fully fixed, and then just wait a few seconds and you'll get gold brick number 2. Alright, next up is the character token for the S.H.I.E.L.D. Agent. This one's a little bit tricky because you can see it on the map there, but it's actually going to be located kind of on the bottom side of the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier. So we're just going to fly underneath here with Iron Man, fly up here with the kind of tricky flying controls. It can be a little annoying to get to the spot you want to get to. Pull on this lever and then jump into this turret, and all you have to do is shoot all the targets. They're going to kind of disappear and then come back in, so just keep shooting them as they appear. And once you destroy all of them, just wait a few seconds and you'll get the S.H.I.E.L.D. Agent character token. Alright, moving on to gold brick number 3. This is going to be a quest. So a character is going to give you a quest to do. And so here is the character. We're going to talk to him. And he's going to want to play hide and seek. And so what you want to do here is come over here. This one's a little bit tricky because it doesn't make it super clear what you're supposed to do. But if you go over here to the right side, use your spider sense with a character like Spider-Man. And then come over here and use your spider sense again. And come over here to the left side, and you're going to use your spider sense one more time, and there the character will appear. And you're going to talk to him, and then he's going to start following you around. So just have him follow you all the way over to where you started the quest. And once you get right here, wait for him to catch up. Look at that, he got caught there, but luckily he jumped over the barrier that he got caught on. And after you talk to the character, that'll complete the quest for the gold brick. Alright, next up is going to be the first vehicle token of this guide. This is for the S.H.I.E.L.D. Jetfighter. And so what we need to do here is fly right over here. There's going to be one of these handles on the left side. So what we need to do is switch to a character that can pull on those, like Spider-Man. I'm going to shoot a web on that and pull that right off. And there's going to be a vent behind it, so we can switch to a character like Mr. Fantastic to go through there. And on the other side is going to be the vehicle token for the S.H.I.E.L.D. Jetfighter. Alright, next up is gold brick number 4, located kind of in the middle of the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier here. And so for this one, we have to get on this turret and start shooting all of these targets. Now, I have played this to where there were just no targets spawning. And so when that happens, just restart your game and respawn in, and you should be good to go. That's what I did, and it worked. And that's how I got this footage right here. And once you destroy all of the enemy ships there, just wait a few seconds, and it should pop up. Wait for a few straggler ships to spawn in. And once you destroy all of them, you'll get the gold brick number 4. Alright, moving on to gold brick number 5, located here on the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier. This is going to be the exact same thing, just on the opposite end of the ship. So we're going to get on the sentry turrets here and just start shooting all of the enemy ships as they spawn in. And you just want to just spam the shoot button until they all disappear. And there's going to be a few stragglers here at the end that kind of spawn in one at a time, and you'll get gold brick number 5. Alright, next up is going to be the vehicle token for the Go-kart. And so this is going to be a race here. So we're going to talk to, who is this? Maria Hill, I believe is who this character is. And so she's going to spawn like this projected racetrack, as she calls it. Kind of reminds me of Rainbow Road or something in Mario Kart, just not Rainbow. But we're going to get into the Go-kart, and she's going to want to race. So she's going to pull ahead right at the beginning, but don't worry, she's pretty slow as long as you drive halfway decent. So we're just going to drive across here, just make sure you don't fall off the track, and once you do a full lap, you'll beat her, and then you'll get the character token, or the vehicle token, I should say, for the go-kart. Okay, next up is going to be gold brick number 6. This is also located on the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier. This is another quest, and look who it is. It's going to be Silver Surfer. So we're going to talk to Silver Surfer, and he's going to want to do another race, except this is going to be a flying race, which everyone loves. So we're going to do this as Thor. And there's going to be a bunch of rings, and we just have to fly through them and just make sure we beat. There's no time limit, but you got to make sure you beat Silver Surfer. And I completely lost track of him there, but I'm just flying as fast as I can, so there's no way he can get ahead. And it was a pretty easy race. You know, I did it first try, so not too bad. And once you do that, you'll get gold brick number 6. Moving on to gold brick number 7, also on the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier, over here next to this engine. We're going to talk to this random S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. And he's going to talk about shredding sensitive documents. And so what we have to do is find the sensitive document for him. And so we're just going to follow the red trail of studs for the quest. And we're going to have to go underneath the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier where we got a character token earlier. And this one can be a little bit tricky to kind of know what to do. But over here, there's going to be some debris against the wall. And there's going to be a pink sparkling object. That's a document that you need. So to get it, switch to a telekinetic character like Jean Grey to move it around. And once you move it, then you can pick it up with any character, pick it up, and then we just fly back to where we got, or where we started this quest. So here's the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. We're going to talk to him. And that is the secret document that he needed, and that'll give you gold brick number 7. Alright, moving on to the S.H.I.E.L.D. Minicarrier vehicle token. This is going to be located right in the middle of the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier. So there's going to be Maria Hill over here once again. So we're going to talk to her. And this time she's going to be like, oh, we don't have time for racing. And there's going to be a whole bunch of AIM agents, AIM, that are going to spawn. And all you have to do is just keep destroying them until the game stops you. So pretty simple. So we're just going to go around taking all of them out. They can take a couple hits each, which is a little annoying, even with Thor's hammer, which makes no sense. I would think one hit from Thor's hammer would take out an AIM agent, but apparently not in LEGO Marvel Superheroes. But there's a straggler right there. He's kind of glitched on that radar. But once we take them all out, Maria Hill will talk some more, and then you'll get the S.H.I.E.L.D. Minicarrier vehicle token. Okay, next up is going to be the Maria Hill character token. And so this is going to be kind of in the middle of the helicarrier again, up here on this platform. We're going to talk to her. And this is going to be another race. She's going to build another one of these Rainbow Road tracks, as I like to call it. It's more of like a blue road, I guess we'll call it, and we just have to race her again. And again, it's pretty simple. I don't think she's very fast on the go-kart, but once you go all the way around the track, do a full lap, you'll unlock the Maria Hill character token. Alright, moving on to gold brick number 8. This is another quest. Now we're moving inside the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier. So we did everything outside the helicarrier. Now we're going inside, and so once you get inside, we're going to head over here to the right. And once we get into this hangar room, there's going to be a character right here that we can talk to that's going to give us a quest. He's going to talk about snakes being on board the ship, which is hilarious, referencing Snakes on a Plane, the Samuel L. Jackson movie. Of course, Samuel L. Jackson is Nick Fury. And so what we have to do is take out all of these snakes that kind of spawn in the hangar. Once we take them all out, it's going to be a cutscene that plays. There we go. He's going to say thank you. And just wait for him to stop talking, and you'll get gold brick number 8. Moving on to gold brick number 9. This one's also going to be located in the hangar section of the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier. So over here on the left side of the hangar, we're going to talk to this NPC character. And he's going to talk about getting the jet back in one piece. So you have to find a part for him. So what we're going to do is come over here to the right side, pick up this piece, and deliver it to him. It's like a wrench, it looks like. And that's going to be it for this quest. So once you give that to him, that'll give you gold brick number 9. Alright, moving on to gold brick number 10. This is going to be another quest. This is going to be on the opposite side of the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier. So once you get inside the helicarrier, go to the left and go into this room here. This is straight from the Avengers movie, this room. And we're going to talk to this S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. And there's going to be a bunch of Deadpool graffiti on the glass, so we need to clean that. But the brush is going to require you to switch to a telekinetic character like Jean Grey. And we're just going to rub that brush on all of the Deadpool graffiti. And once you do that, you will get gold brick number 10. Alright, next up is gold brick number 11. And from the room that we were just in on the left side of the helicarrier, we're going to talk to this character. He's in kind of the main hallway of the helicarrier. And he's looking for his limited edition Captain America card for Coulson's Mint something collection. Couldn't read all that. But once you go into this room, the card's going to be located right there. Then we can just go right back to him. So it's just the room directly to the right of where you got the quest. And you'll get gold brick number 11. Super easy. And next up is gold brick number 12. This is another quest. This is going to be the last gold brick within the helicarrier. So this is in the room, the medical bay room, where you can create your own character. We're going to talk to this NPC, and he's going to need a cast for his leg. And so what we have to do here is go to the opposite end of the helicarrier, and that's where that cast is going to be located. So this is probably the most time-consuming one within the helicarrier by far, because you have to go from one end all the way to the other. So we're going to go all the way over here to the right side into the hangar, and there's going to be a black shield box. Just destroy that. Inside is going to be the Lego cast. You can see it there in the top left corner of the screen. And so we're going to fly all the way back over to where we first started this quest, and we're going to deliver that to the NPC. He's going to say all his friends will be signing this in no time, and that'll complete gold brick number 12. Okay, so next up is gold brick number 13. This is going to be a race, and now we're heading out into Manhattan. We're going to start, generally speaking, up at the top of the map, and then we're going to kind of move our way down throughout this guide. So this is going to be the first one in the main city here, moving away from the helicarrier. And we got a race here in a taxi. So, well, I guess you don't have to use a taxi, but you just have to use some sort of vehicle and just drive through all of these green hoops. And once you do that, you kind of have to zigzag around some buildings here. And once you do that, you'll get gold brick number 13. Alright, next up is gold brick number 14. Now pay attention to where my blue triangle, where my character is located on the map, because you need to be right here, because this one can be a little bit tricky to find. You have to go underground into the subway here, and then you have to operate these remote control cars, and you have to destroy all of the red cars in this little zone here. So we're just going to go around and use the hammer on all of those. And it can take a little bit because there's, I don't know, probably, 5 to 10 of these red cars you have to destroy. And once you destroy all of them, you will instantly get gold brick number 14. Alright, next up is gold brick number 15, located right here on the map. And so for this one, we have to head up to this rooftop, and the gold brick's going to be kind of behind some metal here. So how do we get around that? Well, there's a symbiote spot there. So what we have to do is go all the way over here. It's going to be a gold Lego object wall that we can laser open with Iron Man's laser. Once you do that, it's going to reveal a symbiote spot on the wall. So we're going to switch over to Venom, go through that, and then we'll be able to grab gold brick number 15. Next up is gold brick number 16, located right here on the map, and this is a little bit of a boss fight here. So we're going to go into this highlighted zone, and once you do that, one of these Sentinels is going to spawn from the X-Men universe. So what you have to do is destroy the silver Lego object on its chest with Iron Man, and then there's going to be a gold Lego object that you can also destroy with Iron Man. Then there's going to be a weak spot that you can hit with Thor, and once you do that, it'll destroy the Sentinel and give you gold brick number 16. Alright, next up is gold brick number 17. This is going to be a quest, and this is going to be located kind of at the top of the map here. So we're going to talk to this S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. At least I think he's a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. Yeah, he is. So he's testing a new S.H.I.E.L.D. technology. Ooh, so this one can be a little tricky. So what you want to do is, if it's gold, you want to follow the direction it tells you to go. And if it's silver studs, you want to go in the opposite direction it tells you to go. So if you don't know that, you're going to be pretty confused. But so yeah, we're just going to follow the different arrows. So that one was gold, so we're going down. Then that was left, right. Keep staying right, go down. And eventually you'll meet it back up to where the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent is. And after you do that, you'll get gold brick number 17. So little interesting one there. Next up is gold brick number 18. This one's also going to be a quest located over here on the right side. kind of just opposite of the Statue of Liberty Island there. So we're going to talk to this fisherman looking dude right here. And so what we need to do is switch over to a telekinetic character like Jean Grey to rescue all of these different civilians. So there's going to be several different life preservers that spawn next to you, so just pick them up with Jean Grey and just hover them over each of the civilians in the water there. If you miss, it'll respawn, so you'll be okay. Once you save all, 4 of them, you'll get gold brick number 18. Okay, next up is the character token for Spider-Woman. Always a cool character to have, located right here on the map. So what you have to do is go over to the building where she's located at, go inside, destroy some of the cobwebs that are in your way, pull on this lever, it's going to open up the little mechanism up top here, and inside is going to be the character token for Spider-Woman. Alright, next up is gold brick number 19. This is going to be another quest located right here on the map. He's going to be a character that we can talk to right here, so we're going to go and talk to him. And this one's a little bit time consuming because we have to kind of go across the map here. So he's going to have us look for somebody. And so what we need to do is head all the way over into, I believe it's the Times Square area if I remember correctly. So we're going to fly all the way down there. Once we get here to Times Square, we have to look for a certain character. I'm not sure if it's the same location every time. It might vary a little bit. This is where I found the person right here. It's kind of a person wearing yellow and blue. And once you rescue that person, then you have to walk them all the way back to where we started the quest. Now, you're going to have to do this several times throughout this guide for a different quest. And I recommend not flying and just walking like I'm doing here, because if you fly, it can sometimes get the AI kind of messed up, and then they won't end up back at the beginning of the quest like we need them to be. But yeah, once you escort that person back, you will get gold brick number 19. Alright, moving on to gold brick number 20. This is for a race. Located right here on the map, and so what we have to do is get in a nearby vehicle, go into this first ring. It's going to activate the race. There's going to be a timer, and you just have to drive through all of the green rings in time. Now there's going to be traffic kind of going against you, so you got to be careful to avoid all that. That's pretty much the only challenge I'd say with this. I mean, I even messed up and I still had time to kind of correct it, so the time limit is not super unforgiving, but if you do happen to fail, you can always just retry. But there we go. Once we do that, we'll get gold brick number 20. Alright, next up is gold brick number 21. This is going to be on a nearby rooftop. And so once you get up here to the roof, you might be confused about what you're supposed to do here. Well, what you got to do is switch over to a character like Jean Grey, a telekinetic character, to move these different purple objects around this little, I don't know what you would call this, like a maze of some sort. And so we're going to move both of these purple objects into the correct spot. And that's going to open up this shield chest. Inside is gold brick 21. Alright, next up is gold brick 22, located over here on the top left side of the map on this rooftop. And this one is an interesting one. So there's going to be multiple things we got to do to get this gold brick. So we're going to start off over here on the right side. You're going to need to switch to a tech-savvy character like Iron Man. And you have to play a little game of matching here. So you just have to match the symbols. And, you know, you get unlimited tries, so it's not like it's a huge challenge, but I don't know if it's the same every time, but that's the matching pattern that I got. And now we're going to go over here to the left side, and we're going to keep playing as a tech-savvy character. Just disconnect all the power lines there, very simple. And then here in the middle, again, we're going to play as a tech-savvy character, connect all of the different electrical paths to cause the purple line to go all the way through. And once you do all 3 of those puzzles, you'll get gold brick 22. Alright, next up we're going to go for the pizza bike vehicle token, and this one's a little unique because it's underground again, so you have to go under the subway section here. Pay attention to where I am on the map if you have trouble finding it, and look who it is under here. It's a little side quest for Blade, who recently appeared at the time of this video coming out in the movie Deadpool and Wolverine. Old Wesley Snipes here in Lego form. So we're going to have to race him. He's going to be riding on a pizza bike for some reason. And I even ran into a car there and messed up, but I was still able to, you know, keep going and easily beat him. So, yeah, Blade is not the fastest when he's riding on a pizza bike. So we're just going to go through here, try to avoid all the traffic. And you're going to go underground here. And once you do that, you'll unlock the pizza bike vehicle token. Alright, next up is going to be the S.H.I.E.L.D. staff car vehicle token, located over here on the top left side of the map. And you're going to go to this nearby rooftop. And there's going to be this laser, and what you need to do is go invisible. So switch over to Black Widow to do that. And then you can use her tech-savvy abilities on that computer panel. And then you'll be able to grab the S.H.I.E.L.D. Staff Car Vehicle Token. Alright, moving on to gold brick number 23. This is going to be a quest. So we're going to have to talk to this NPC character right here. He's going to be standing in front of this this pizza shop, this pizzeria, if you will. And so he's going to be talking about how he's having trouble drumming up business, blah, 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 blah. So what we need to do is go over here to the Times Square section, and we have to find an NPC character that's holding a piece of bread, or a baguette, I believe it can also be called. You can see here I'm kind of looking around. I can't find him anywhere. And again, I'm not sure if when you have to find these NPC characters, if it's a different location every time, but there he is. So he's wearing like blue, and then he's got the big piece of bread in his hand, so that's kind of what gives him away. And yeah, again, I'm not sure if it spawns in the exact same location every time, but at least I'm giving you guys kind of a general vicinity and showing you exactly what he looks like. But yeah, as you do with a lot of these quests, you have to kind of walk them all the way back to where we started the quest. Make sure you don't fly, because then they can sometimes get lost. And once you get them back here, that will complete the side quest, and you'll get gold brick 23. Alright, next up is gold brick number 24, kind of located in the middle top of the map here. And look at this, it's the same NPC character. And so we're going to talk to him. This is going to be another quest that we have to do. And all we have to do here is just form the word Lego on the side. So L-E-G-O, using a telekinetic character like Jean Grey. Once you do that, the sign will light up, the character is going to talk a little bit, and you'll get gold brick number 24. Alright, next up is going to be the vehicle token for the Britmobile, located over here next to the money symbol level. It's one of the Deadpool missions in the game. We're going to talk to this character right here. Look who it is, Captain Britain. We still haven't seen him in the Marvel Cinematic Universe yet at the time of this video coming out. But for this one, we're going to have to fly pretty much across the entire map, all the way down to the other side of New York here. And once we get here to East Harlem, the Britmobile is going to be located right here, so we're going to hop in. And we're just going to drive all the way across the map. So we just have to drive it over to him. So it's kind of like a little cross-city, cross-country. This is cross-city drive here. All the way back over to Captain Britain. And it's easiest just to follow the Deadpool guide there. And once you get it back there, you'll deliver it to him, and you'll unlock the Britmobile vehicle token. Okay, next up, we're going to unlock the Psylocke character. Not really familiar with that character, but it's going to be located right there on the map, and it's going to be Captain Britain that we have to talk to. So I imagine you have to complete the other side mission that we just did first to unlock this one. But this time he's going to want to race. So we're going to get into a nearby car. He's going to be riding his Britmobile that we just unlocked, and we just have to race him, just like we did Blade earlier. So pretty simple. Just make sure you don't run into any traffic, and even if you do, you can usually just back up and recover from it, and you'll still be just fine. You can see here I've run into traffic several times throughout this race, and I'm still like way ahead of Captain Britain. So yeah, he's not the fastest guy in the world. He's not the Flash here, or Quicksilver. Once we go through all of these green rings, it's going to end here on the bridge, and he'll talk a little bit, and you'll unlock Psylocke. Alright, next up is gold brick number 25, which is going to be a race. And this race is just kind of located in the middle of the street, so you can just grab any nearby vehicle of your choice. I'm using a cop car, but, you know, it can be anything. And we're just going to go through all of these different green hoop checkpoint markers. And so look at that. Some of these turns are a little bit tricky, but once you go through all of them in time, you'll unlock gold brick number 25. Alright, next up is going to be for the Doom Jet vehicle token, located right here in the middle of an intersection. And this one's kind of odd, because look at this. It's literally just in the middle of the intersection. Jump up and grab it. Super easy. Alright, next up is going to be for the Captain Britain character, located right here on the map. And so for this one, you're going to have to complete 2 prior missions. So if you haven't completed those yet, just scroll backwards in the video. But yeah, this is Captain Britain, so we're going to talk to him. And for this one, we're going to have to go into the subway section underground. And this is super simple. There's just going to be a whole bunch of minions that start attacking you. They're all dressed in green. So I guess if I read the Captain Britain text there, we might know what these enemies are. But yeah, they're just going to keep coming out and attacking us. And as soon as we take them all out, we will finish the quest here, and we'll unlock the Captain Britain character. Alright, next up, we're going to go for the Hydra Tank vehicle token, located right here on the map. And so for this one, there's going to be a garage door with a blue kind of electrical cable coming from it. So if we follow that up here to this rooftop, it's going to be a magnet, so we can switch to Magneto to use his abilities on that. It's going to open up the garage door. Once we get in here, there's going to be 2 electrical panels that we can just easily charge up with Dr. Doom. And once we do that, we can grab the Hydra Tank vehicle token. Alright, next up is the Iron Patriot character token. This is going to be on a rooftop on this skyscraper. Let me know the name of this building. I'm sure you guys know it. Is it the Empire State Building? Is it the Chrysler Building? Let me know. But there's going to be 3 American flags, so we're going to pull on all of those. Well, the first one we're going to pull on with Spider-Man. Then over here, we're going to use a claw character like Wolverine on that one. Then the one here in the middle, we can also use Spider-Man because you have to use your senses. Or I guess you could use Wolverine as well. Once you use your senses, you can pull on the lever and unlock the Iron Patriot character token. And next up, we have gold brick number 26. This is going to be a quest, and this is a pretty lengthy one. So up here on this same rooftop, we have to go over here to this NPC character, and she's going to be like, oh, I told my boyfriend to meet me up here so we can have a romantic movie moment. So her boyfriend is not the sharpest tool in the shed, we'll say. So what we have to do is we're just going to take this zip line all the way down to where the boyfriend is located. And once we go all the way down here, he's so dumb that you can just mind control him with Jean Grey. So we're going to mind control him, and what you have to do is kind of walk him all the way up to the rooftop from here. So what we're going to do is go over here, and there is a range on Jean Grey's mind control, so we're going to get him as high up as we can on the building. And eventually Jean Grey's mind connection right there is going to disconnect. So when that happens, we have to get closer. So we're going to fly over to where this NPC is, switch back over to Jean Grey and start mind controlling him again. And from here, we should be able to get him to the finish line here, to the end of the mission. And just going to keep climbing up this ladder. Climb up this ladder again, and there she is. And once you get him here to the top, she'll do a little bit of talking, and you'll get gold brick number 26. Alright, next up is going to be the character token for Superior Spider-Man, or Doc Ock Spider-Man. So on top of this rooftop here, it's going to be this diving board that we can just dive off with any character, and the camera is going to zoom in, and what you have to do is just make sure you fall into the Superior Spider-Man character token right there in the middle of all of those blue studs, and boom, there we go, we got the character token. Alright, next up is going to be gold brick number 27. This is for another side quest in the game. And so next to this sporting goods store, there's going to be this NPC character just waiting for you. And he's going to talk about how his boss wants some fancy coffee. And so what we have to do is fly all the way across the city here to go to this coffee shop that he wants. So I like how the TT Games just makes these side missions just take as long as possible. Just go across the city, why don't you? But here's the coffee shop. It's going to be all closed up. But what you can do here is go to the nearby roof. And once we get up here to the roof, there's going to be one of these locations that you can sense things with a character like Spider-Man or Wolverine. Then you can throw Captain America's shield into that slot. It's going to open up the coffee shop, and then you can go back down. I'm going to switch back over to a flying character. And so I'm going to pick up the coffee out of this machine. And once we do that, you'll see the blue icon there underneath your character icon. And then we can just fly all the way back to where we started this quest. And luckily, we can speed the video up to make this guide a little bit faster, even though this is over 2 hours long. And we're going to deliver the coffee to the NPC character, and that'll give you gold brick number 27. Okay, next up is going to be gold brick number 28. It's going to be another side quest located right here on the map. And look who it is here, a redhead. That almost looks like Mary Jane. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be Mary Jane, but who knows. So this is a side quest. It's going to be a bunch of fire everywhere. And so what we need to do is put out the fire and then escort these NPC characters back to safety. It's going to be some obstacles in the way, like silver Lego objects and fire that you have to put out. So kind of switch to the appropriate character, Iron Man or Iceman, whoever you need. And so look at this. I was escorting the character, then they respawned back at the beginning. So be careful. Maneuver them around all of the green acid and get them back to the Mary Jane looking NPC. It's over here on the right side. It's going to be a handle that we can pull with Spider-Man, and this is the easiest one to save, so escort him back, and then we're going to go back in here. If I remember correctly, I think there's like 4 characters you have to save, and so I'm going ahead and getting rid of all the obstacles beforehand. So I got rid of the fire, got rid of the silver Lego object, It's going to be a laser here, so you can go invisible with a character like Black Widow. And climb up this ladder. And up here, there's going to be a little computer panel that you can play the matching game on. So you just have to match all the symbols up. Once you do that, that's going to disable the Chitauri Chariot, and then you can then escort the character back to safety. And so again, just make sure they don't walk into the acid. That's always annoying. So kind of stick close to them. If you go too far away, they're going to run right into the acid, and then they'll die, and then you have to go back and get them from the beginning. All right, so that's 3 characters, and the last one's going to be over here. Just get rid of all the fire using a character like Iceman. Then again, just escort him back. Make sure he doesn't go into the acid too many times. And once you get all 4 characters back here, she's going to talk about how everybody made it, and you'll get gold brick number 28. All right, next up is gold brick number 29. It's going to be in a similar area to the gold brick that we just got. It's going to be located here on the rooftop. There's going to be a shield chest. So what we need to do is switch over to a tech-savvy character, disable all of those electrical signals, I guess, and we'll get gold brick 29. All right, moving on to the Kurse character token for the Kurse character from the Thor universe. And so right here, there's going to be this glowing section, and there Kurse will spawn. Now, he is a big fig character, so at first I was confused what we were supposed to do, but you have to switch to another big fig like Hulk. And once you do that, you should be able to fight him. Just fight him a little bit, and eventually, if you keep fighting him, there's going to be a quick time event that's going to happen. There it is, where it's going to have you mash a button. And once you do that, you'll unlock the Kurse character token. Alright, moving on to gold brick number 30. This is another side quest. And so for this one, we're going to go over here to this NPC character. And this one is pretty simple. So it's just this old lady here, and she literally just wants you to walk her across the road. Just make sure she doesn't get hit by traffic. And you can see here when I did this, I don't know if the side mission does it, but there was very little traffic. There was one car that was about to hit her, but not too bad. Once you get her across the road, she'll talk a little bit, and you'll get gold brick number 30. Alright, next up is gold brick number 31, kind of located next to this train track. And so just beneath the train track here, there's going to be 2 electrical sockets that we can charge up with a character like Dr. Doom. And once we charge up those, it's going to open up this garage door. Wait for the cutscene. There we go. And then we can just walk inside and grab gold brick number 31. Alright, next up is going to be for the Spider-copter vehicle token. It's going to be located up here on this rooftop. And so once we get up here, there's going to be a few spiders blocking it and a weak wall that we can destroy with a character like Thor, or you can also use Hulk, anybody like that. Inside is going to be the Spider-copter vehicle token. Alright, next up is going to be gold brick number 32, located right here. Now this one's going to be not on the rooftop, it's going to be on ground level. It's going to be a gold Lego object lock on this garage door. So we're going to switch over to a character that can handle gold Lego objects like Iron Man or Cyclops, and then once we get inside, we can grab gold brick 32. Alright, next up is going to be for the character token of Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, this game is actually pre the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, interestingly enough. And so here is Drax. He's going to be giving the side quest, but you're not going to actually unlock him yet. So we're going to have to unlock Gamora here. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk to him, then we're going to go over here to the upper east side near the Baxter building. It's going to be another garage door here. So how do we get this open? Well, what we have to do is fly up here to the nearby rooftop, and you're going to need a tech-savvy character like Black Widow, and we're going to have to play a little matching game here, so just match all the symbols. I'm not sure if the pattern stays the same every time, so I don't know if you'll get a different pattern as that, but there we go, we did it. And then we can pull on this lever. It's going to open up this garage door, and there is the item that we needed. What is that, a saxophone, I want to say? And so once we pick up this Lego saxophone, we can then fly all the way back over here to Drax and give it to him. And I guess he's going to make a record or something, but once you do that, you'll unlock Gamora as a playable character. Alright, next up is gold brick number 33. This is for a race. And so this race is just going to be kind of in the middle of the city here. So just grab any nearby vehicle. I usually just hijack a nearby taxi, whatever I can find. And then we just have to drive through all these different green hoops, these checkpoint markers. And look at that, I just ran right into that car. Sometimes you can get kind of unlucky with the traffic, but once you complete the race, you'll get gold brick number 33. Okay, next up is gold brick number 34, and this is going to be on a rooftop, and for this one, we're going to need to play as a Big Fig character. So there's going to be a bunch of platforms that we need to step on with the Big Fig. I recommend just using Incredible Hulk. Seems to be the easiest one. So we're just going to step on all of these platforms. These back two are going to be behind weak walls that you can easily destroy with the Hulk. And once you step on all of those within the time limit, you'll be able to grab gold brick 34. Okay, next up is gold brick number 35. This is a very infamous open world race in this game, so you're gonna have to control these RC cars, which is pretty frustrating, but it's not too bad once you learn how to do the controls. So the controls for these RC cars are completely different than all the other vehicles in the game. So what you want to do is control it with the direction that you want to go in. So if you want to go up, press up. If you want to go down, press down, left, right, etc. So you don't control it with like gas or brakes, you just control it with your control stick, and just whatever direction you push, that's the direction the car is going to go in. Once you learn that, it should be pretty simple, and you'll get gold brick number 35. Okay, moving on to the vehicle token for the pizza van. It's going to be located right here on the map. So there's going to be another, what is this, a pizzeria shop? Looks like some sort of Italian shop. But if you fly up here, there's going to be a location that you can use your senses. And there's also going to be a handle that you can pull. And once we do that, there's going to be several claw switches. So we're going to pull on that with Wolverine, pull on that one, and then pull on this last one on the rooftop, but it's going to be covered in ice, so we're just going to melt that with the Human Torch. And once we do that, we can open up this pizzeria here, and inside is going to be the vehicle token for the pizza van. Okay, next up is going to be gold brick number 36. This is a race. And so for this one, it's going to be located in front of this pizza shop here. The race is just going to be in the street, so you can use any vehicle you want. And look at that, it started to go right, but no, it goes left. And so all you have to do, like always, is go through all of the different green checkpoint markers. Try to avoid the traffic as much as possible, although sometimes the traffic spawns right in front of you and you can't do much about it. But there you go, complete the race and get gold brick 36. Okay, next up is gold brick number 37. This is going to be a quest located right here on the map. So there's going to be this character wearing a red jacket. We're going to go ahead and talk to him. He's going to talk about how he's making some carrot soup and that he needs like one more carrot. So what we have to do is fly all the way over here to the Soho section, and there's going to be an NPC character. I don't know if he looks the same every time, but this guy is wearing green and he's got the carrot. So you just have to beat him up until he drops the carrot. And once you do that, you can then fly back over to the NPC character wearing the red jacket, hand him the carrot, and that's going to complete the gold brick number 37 quest. Okay, next up is gold brick number 38. This is going to be another quest located right here on the map. So there's going to be this NPC character. We're going to go ahead and talk to him. And there's going to be some like guardrails right next to him. That's kind of important for this side mission. So what you have to do is put these 3 NPC characters in a single file line. I'm not sure if there's a certain order that they're supposed to go in, but essentially what I did was I played as a mind control character like Jean Grey, and just kind of kept moving them around until the game would kind of place them in a spot. So if you move them around, eventually they'll lock in, and then you'll know that you put them in the right spot. And once you do that, like I just did there, you'll get gold brick number 38. And next up is going to be the Iron Man Hulkbuster character token located on top of Avengers Tower here. So right here in the helicopter landing zone, there's going to be all of these like air vent ducts. And so we just have to destroy all 8 of those within the time limit. And it's easiest just to use a character like Human Torch. And then once you do that, you'll be able to get the Iron Man Hulkbuster character token. Alright, next up is going to be gold brick number 39. This is another quest. You can see it's kind of underneath the Sandman icon for the first story mission in the game. And so this is going to be the same NPC character that we talked to about the single file line side mission that we just did. And so for this one, we're going to have to fly all the way over here. We have to go underground. And so luckily there's some steps right here that'll take us under there into the subway section. And there's going to be a bunch of, what are these, like symbiote controlled NPCs. And so we're just going to take all of them out. And once you do that, he'll somehow know that you took them out from across the map somehow. And you'll get gold brick number 39. Next up is going to be the character token for the Spider-Man character, Gwen Stacy. And so this is going to be in the Times Square section. We're going to go over here and talk to Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. He looks nothing like his movie appearance. He's very bright green in this game. And so after we talk to him, there's going to be a bunch of, what are these, AIM soldiers, I believe, that are going to start attacking us. And so we just have to take them all out. Drax is going to help you out while you do that, which is always nice. I don't know if he's actually taking out any enemies, but once you do that, you'll unlock the Gwen Stacy character token. Alright, moving on to the character token for Drax. Yeah, member of the Guardians of the Galaxy here. So he's going to be on this rooftop after you do the previous side missions for Drax. And we're going to talk to him right here on this little stage. And he's going to say that he wants a lion. And so this one can be a little bit time consuming, but we have to fly all the way over here to Central Park into this little sand pit area. And that's where the lion is going to be waiting. So we have to hop onto the lion and then kind of ride it all the way back over to Drax. Now, you might be wondering how we get him up to that rooftop, because you can't exactly, fly up there when you're riding on top of a lion. Well, as you get closer here, you'll see there's actually some ramps that have been placed just for this side mission. So from the Marvel Comics HQ over here on the right side, there is the ramps on the side of the building. So we're just going to keep hopping up here using all of the different ramps, and eventually we'll be able to make it up to the rooftop where Drax is waiting for us on top of that musical stage. And here we go, we made it. Get up to the stage. He's going to say, great work. That's going to complete the side mission to unlock the Drax character token. Okay, next up is going to be gold brick number 40, located right here on the map. This is going to be right in the middle of Times Square. There's going to be this gold Lego object statue. What is that, of Stan Lee, I want to say. And once we take out the gold statue with a laser or human torch, anybody like that, you can grab gold brick number 40. Alright, next up is gold brick number 41. This is another quest, and this one's going to be located here near Times Square. There's going to be this construction worker looking dude, and so we're going to talk to him, and he's going to talk about how he needs his shovel. So we have to find a shovel in the subways underground. So what we're going to do is fly all the way over here. Just go exactly where I go here. There is the steps that lead you down underground. Make sure you find those, very important. And over here next to this cobweb is going to be the shovel, so we can just pick that up. And then we can just fly all the way back over to Times Square where that construction worker guy was standing. And once we get all the way back there, we can talk to him. He's going to say thank you, and then you will get gold brick number 41. Next up is going to be the vehicle token for the pumpkin chopper vehicle. So if you go over here to Oscorp Tower, you're going to see the vehicle token behind this wall. So how do you get through there? Well, if you go over here to the top of Oscorp Tower, there's going to be a silver Lego object that you can destroy with a character like Iron Man. And there's going to be a symbiote wall, so you can switch over to Venom, go through that, and you'll get the pumpkin chopper vehicle token. Next up is going to be the Spider-Cycle vehicle token, located on this rooftop right here. This is going to be a silver Lego object just sitting on the corner of this rooftop, so we're going to switch over to a character that can destroy that, like Hawkeye or Iron Man. And once that blows up, you can get the Spider-Cycle vehicle token. Alright, moving on to gold brick number 42, located over here on the right side of the map. This is going to be another quest, and we have this Mary Jane looking character again. I'm not 100% sure if that's supposed to be Mary Jane, but I'm going to assume it is. So there's going to be this quest here. So all you have to do is hop on this spotlight and just keep the spotlight shined on the guy that's performing there. And I guess that's a girl that's performing there. And she's going to do all these dance moves. Just keep the spotlight shined on her as she does all the different moves. And after you do it for, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute or so, her performance will be over. And then the Mary Jane NPC is going to talk to you and give you gold brick number 42. Okay, next up is going to be gold brick number 43 as we move down here towards Central Park. And so this one's going to be on a rooftop. There's going to be a laser. So what we need to do to get around that is switch to a character that can go invisible, like Black Widow, and then pull on this lever. It's going to change this kind of neon sign on the side of the wall there. And so what we need to do is switch over to a flying character to fly up and grab gold brick 43. Next up is gold brick number 44. This is going to be another quest located right here on the map. So we're going to come over here and talk to the Mary Jane NPC character here. And so she's going to say, have you seen my boy? So apparently Mary Jane has a kid now. Who knows? I don't think that's supposed to be Mary Jane, but we're going to keep the joke kind of going here. So anyway, we're going to fly over here and look for the boy. There he is, standing in front of this shop. Again, he might be in a slightly different location for you each time. It might be randomized to some extent. I haven't 100% tested that, but should be in that general vicinity. And then we just have to walk him all the way back over to Mary Jane. And again, I don't recommend flying, because if you fly when you're trying to do these quests, the NPC can get lost. But once you get him back to Mary Jane, you'll get gold brick number 44. Moving on to the character token for Iron Fist, located over here, kind of near the bridge onto this rooftop here. So there's going to be a Blade that you can talk to right here, so make sure you've completed the previous Blade mission that we did earlier in this video. And so there's just going to be a bunch of enemies that start attacking you. What are these? The Frost Giants from Thor 1, I want to say. And so once we take out all the Frost Giants with Blade's help, Blade will talk to you. He'll say thanks for the help, and you'll get the Iron Fist character token. Alright, moving on to gold brick number 45, moving close to this bridge over here on the left side of the map. And this is going to be a race, but it's going to be a rooftop race, so you don't need any sort of vehicle. So we're just going to go up here to this ring, start the race, and you can just do this as pretty much any character. And you just have to follow all of the different green rings or checkpoint markers, go through some zip lines, go across this ramp, go across this zip line, and just keep following the path. Make sure you don't mess up, and if you do it in the time limit, you'll get gold brick 45. Alright, moving on to gold brick number 46, located on this bridge over here on the left side of the map, sort of near the helicarrier. And so there's going to be a bunch of civilians that need your help. So there's going to be some fire, so we need to put out that fire with a character like Iceman. And once you do that, that'll rescue 2 of the 4 civilians. And over here on the right side, you can switch to a character like Spider-Man to pull on these 2 handles to rescue the 3rd civilian. And then up here, there's going to be some more fire that we can put out with Iceman. And that's going to rescue the 4th civilian. And once you rescue all 4, you'll get gold brick number 46. Okay, next up is gold brick number 47, located kind of near the bridge. And so this one's actually going to be under the bridge. So we're going to go under here, and there's going to be one of these RC car tracks. I guess it's not really a track, it's more like a little arena. Looks like this was originally a basketball court, but yeah, you're going to have to play as this RC car and just use the hammer to destroy all of the red RC cars, and then you'll get gold brick number 47. Okay, next up is gold brick number 48, located right here on the map. And so there's going to be a shop that we need to get into. So there's going to be an electrical outlet over here, electrical panel, whatever you want to call it. So we can charge that up with a character like Dr. Doom. Then inside there's going to be a magnetic lever that we can pull down with Magneto. And once you do that, the neon lights will light up and you can grab gold brick 48. Okay, next up is going to be the character token for Black Cat from Spider-Man. And so there's going to be this building with a neon cat sign, and there's going to be a handle that you can pull with Spider-Man. I guess that makes sense since this is a Spider-Man character. Pull the handle on both sides, then use Spider-Man's Spider Sense ability to reveal a lever. Pull on the lever, and you'll be able to grab the Black Cat character token. Alright, next up is going to be gold brick number 49. This is going to be a quest. And so for this quest, we're going to head over here to Central Park, and look who it is, the Mary Jane looking NPC once again, and her kid has gone missing or something like that. So there's going to be a bunch of Sandman monsters in here. I guess Sandman is hanging out in Central Park in this little picnic area. So we're going to take out all of these Sandman creatures, and once you do that, you'll rescue the boy and grab gold brick number 49. Next up is gold brick number 50. This is a race. We haven't done a race in a while in this guide, so this is going to be in Central Park, so you can just pick up any nearby vehicle. I just grabbed a nearby taxi, and you can just drive through all of these different green checkpoint markers. Just make sure you don't run into any trees or anything like that, but for the most part, this shouldn't be too hard because you don't have to deal with traffic. There's a little bit of maneuvering that you have to do, but that is gold brick number 50. Moving on to the Mini Sentinel character token. It'll be located right here next to Central Park. So there's going to be this highlighted section here. Just stand in the middle there. And a Sentinel is going to spawn. This is the second one that we fought now in this guide. So there's going to be a silver Lego object on his chest. To blow that up with a character like Hawkeye or Iron Man. There's going to be a gold Lego object on his chest. Destroy that with Iron Man. Then you can throw Thor's hammer at his chest. That's going to defeat the Sentinel and give you the character token for the Mini Sentinel. Moving on to gold brick number 51. This is going to be located underneath the race icon, so we're going to do the race next, but there is a gold brick on it as well, so just want to make that clear. So up here, there's going to be some fans that we need to destroy on these different AC units. So one's going to have a gold Lego object fan. We can destroy that with Iron Man. Then there's going to be a silver Lego object one, and then another silver Lego object one, and then another gold one. Each of these have little pressure pads on them, so just step on all 4 of those pressure pads. And once you do that, the gold brick here will spawn in the middle. Gold brick 51. Okay, so next up we're going to do the race. Now that we've done the gold brick that was underneath the race, now we're actually going to do the race here. This is gold brick number 52. So there's going to be a race kind of in the middle of the sky here. And so look at that. I almost messed up right at the beginning, but I was able to kind of save myself here and just barely get to each checkpoint marker in time. Then I started building up my time a little bit more. So yeah, even if you mess up, you can sometimes still recover from it. But yeah, so we're just going to fly into all of these different rings kind of around New York. Always kind of enjoyed the flying races in this game. I know a lot of people don't like them, but it is kind of a fun joyride around the city. And once you do that one, you'll get gold brick 52. Alright, moving on to gold brick number 53. This is going to be a quest located right here on the map. And we got this character with a red jacket on. We've definitely seen this character before. They reuse a lot of the characters for these side missions. But so yeah, you're going to have to reunite this guy with his girlfriend or love interest there, up there at the top. So we're going to switch over to a mind-controlling character like Jean Grey. And we're just going to have to walk him all the way up there to the top. And there's going to be some different ropes you have to swing on and whatnot. So there's like this whole obstacle course that's just kind of on the side of a building. You can see here I was trying to swing back and forth, but I think I was doing it wrong. You'll see here. I'll get back up there. Luckily, I sped this footage up, but instead of swinging around, all you have to do is just climb straight up. I was trying to get fancy and swing, but completely unnecessary. Eventually, though, you'll kind of disconnect from the mind control because you're too far away. So we're just going to fly up next to where the NPC character is, just to get closer to him, and then we're going to start mind controlling him again with Jean Grey. So that way we have a stronger connection. And so we're going to step on that switch, go up the ladder before the security measures turn back on. And it's crazy how this building has all these security measures on the side, but there you go. Once you get him up there to his girlfriend, you'll get gold brick number 53. Alright, moving on to gold brick number 54, located right here on the map. And so for this one, we're going to be in this kind of skate park section. And this one's pretty simple. All we have to do is put all the fire out. There's going to be some fire on top of the dumpsters. There's going to be 10 pieces of fire total. So this play is like characters like Iceman or Storm. And just go around this little skate park area and put out all the different pieces of fire. Once you do all 10, like I just did there, you'll be able to grab a gold brick number 54. Alright, moving on to the character token for everyone's favorite character in this game, Squirrel Girl. Just kidding. Yeah, so to get Squirrel Girl, what you have to do is go over here to the nearby grassy area. There's going to be a bunch of dig spots, and you just have to find the right dig spot. I don't know if it's randomized or if you have to dig a certain amount first before it spawns, but this is the one that gave it to me coming up here. And there we go, I dig it up, and there's this pressure pad switch. And once you do that, it's going to reveal this area. These little barricades will go up, and then you can switch over to a character like Magneto to pull on this magnetic lever, and that's going to open up the chamber that has the character token for Squirrel Girl. Okay, next up is going to be gold brick number 55, located right here on the map, and this one's kind of weird. So there's going to be, amongst all these shipping containers, going to be a bunch of S.H.I.E.L.D. shipping containers. You can see there it's blocked off, but when I went onto the roof here, the blockage went away, and then there was like a Spider Sense section here, so then I used Spider-Man Spider Sense, and then it was able to give me the gold brick number 55, so kind of a weird one there. Okay, moving on to gold brick number 56. For this one, we're going to move more inland in the middle of Manhattan here. We're still kind of on the edge though, but we're going to go in this little section here, and you'll notice there are some green handles. That means you can pull on those with a big fig character like the Hulk. And once we do that, it's going to reveal a secret passageway to a secret base with a bunch of Doc Ock minions. And so there's going to be a time limit, so just make sure you take out all of the Doc Ock minions within the time frame. And once you take them all out, there is gold brick number 56. So pretty simple, just destroy a bunch of Doc Ock minions. Moving on to gold brick number 57. This is another quest that we need to do, located right here on the map. And so here's our favorite NPC character wearing the red jacket. And so he's going to talk about how he ordered pizzas. And so we need to go to the pizza shop. So we're going to use a flying character to get there as fast as possible. And we're just going to fly all the way over to the pizza shop, which has actually been used in a previous side mission before. And there is the pizza vehicle that we need. So then we just have to drive it all the way back over to where we started the side mission. And so there's no, time limit on this at all. So you're pretty much just following the Deadpool, guide as he guides you throughout the city. And so we're just going to slowly make our way back over to this NPC character. Again, just keep following the Deadpool guide. Avoid all the traffic. Make sure your vehicle doesn't get destroyed. Park it into the glowing spot. And you'll get gold brick number 57. Alright, next up is going to be the vehicle token for the police truck located right here on the map. And so you're going to have to switch to an acrobatic character. So we're going to switch over to Black Widow because she's quite acrobatic. And so we're just going to do a couple Super Mario wall jumps to get the police truck vehicle token. Alright, next up is gold brick number 58. We're moving kind of left towards Central Park now. So you're going to notice this gold brick in this greenhouse. How do you get into that greenhouse? Well, there's going to be some ice over here, so we can melt that with a character like Human Torch. It's going to reveal a vent that we can go into with a character like Mr. Fantastic or Loki. And once we go into the vent, we'll be in the greenhouse, so we can grab gold brick 58. Okay, moving on to the police helicopter vehicle token. So this one's going to be located pretty close to Central Park here on this rooftop. So it's going to be a shield box. How do you get that open? Well, there's going to be targets around the shield box that spawn in this general vicinity. And we just have to take them all out one by one. After you destroy each target, it'll briefly show you where the next one spawned. And I'm using Thor right now. You're going to see I'm going to change characters here in a second because I don't really recommend using Thor because he can't attack the targets while he's flying. He has to be on the ground to attack a target. And so I recommend you using a character like Iron Man, which I'm switching to right now. Because here you can see I'm flying and I'm able to shoot the target while I'm flying. And there is the next target, so we're going to fly over here. If I remember correctly, this is the last one. Yep. And so once you destroy that, the box will open up. And then you can grab the police helicopter vehicle token. Moving on to the character token for Black Bolt. He's going to be in Central Park in this kind of sandy area. And look at that, it's Gambit, who at the time of this video coming out, somewhat recently appeared in the movie Deadpool and Wolverine. And so he's going to play this classic game where you have to, there's 3 cups and you got to pick the one that has the item underneath it. So just make sure you're kind of paying attention to it. Not sure if it's the same every time, but for me it was the one in the middle at first. And then after you pick it out, he's going to do it again. Just make sure you keep paying attention. And then it was the left one, then it was the right one. So it kind of switches middle, left, right. I'm not sure if that's randomized each time you do this, but that's what it was for me. And you'll get the Black Bolt character token. Moving on to gold brick number 59. This is going to be another quest or side mission, whatever you want to call it. So right here, there's going to be this gray-haired NPC character in the middle of Central Park. And so what you got to do here, he's going to talk about his monkey running away. And so what we have to do is bring back the monkey. So where's the monkey at? Well, if you follow the Deadpool guide, it's going to be all the way over here, kind of across Central Park. He's going to be located in the tree, so just attack the branch that he's on. That's going to get him to fall down from the tree. Then you can hit the B button if you're on Xbox or circle if you're on PlayStation. That's going to trigger the monkey to follow you. So I don't recommend flying whenever you have a character following you like this, because the AI can get a little bit glitchy. It won't realize where you went and everything like that. So I just recommend staying on the ground. It makes it so the AI is less likely to get confused. And so we're going to walk him all the way back to where we started the side mission. And once we get him close enough to the NPC character, he'll talk a little bit, and you'll get gold brick 59 for completing this quest. Okay, moving on to the vehicle token for the Fantasticar from Fantastic Four. And so for this one, we're going to fly over here, and there's going to be just a Fantasticar vehicle token that's sitting out in the open here, right in the middle of that fountain. Super simple. Moving on to the character token for Ronan the Accuser from what would be the Guardians of the Galaxy movie after this game came out. And so this one can be a little bit tricky, so you're going to be looking around here, and there's going to be a secret passageway underneath this little section here. So once we go into this secret passageway, there's going to be a silver Lego object on your left, a gold Lego object on your right. You can just use Iron Man to destroy both of those. And there's going to be electrical panels, underneath both of those, so we can charge those up with a character like Dr. Doom or Storm or Thor. I recommend using Doom because he doesn't really have to charge up. It's going to be another electrical outlet on the ceiling, and you'll be able to grab Ronan the Accuser. So next up, we're going to get gold brick number 60, located here in Central Park. Now this one's going to be right above where we got the Ronan the Accuser character token. So there's going to be 4 objects you need to destroy, some gold Lego objects, and then 2 silver Lego objects. So we can just use Iron Man to destroy all that stuff. But I'm using Human Torch and Hawkeye. For whatever reason, the silver Lego objects, you have to destroy all of it, or else it won't count. The gold Lego object, you don't have to. But once you do that, you'll grab gold brick number 60. Moving on to gold brick number 61, located just here to the left of Central Park. So up here on the side of this building, there's going to be some dirt on the windows, so we're just going to clean that off with a telekinetic character like Jean Grey, and then we'll grab gold brick 61. Okay, moving on to gold brick number 62. This is going to be another side quest one, and look who it is next to the Baxter building. It's good old Silver Surfer, who I don't think we've seen since we were doing the helicarrier stuff towards the beginning of this guy. Now we're like about an hour in. So what we have to do here is escort Silver Surfer. And so I don't recommend flying to this objective, because when you fly, Silver Surfer's AI is going to get all messed up and you're not going to complete the side mission. Because also on the way, as you're escorting him, there's going to be some random enemies that attack you. Those were some Iron Man 3 looking enemies. And so we're going to keep following the Deadpool marker. And then there's also going to be some Sandman enemies that attack us. So we're going to take those out. Again, if you're flying around, not only is the AI going to get messed up, but you're not going to be able to take out the enemies because you're not even going to know that they spawned. And once you get them over here to the pizza shop, Silver Surfer's going to be all happy, and you'll get gold brick number 62. Okay, next up is going to be the character token for Wizard. It's going to be located here on the Baxter building on the side. And so what you have to do is switch to a magnetic character like Magneto to pull on this magnetic lever. It's going to open up this terminal here, and it's going to give you the Wizard character token. Okay, next up is going to be the News Helicopter vehicle token, located right here on the map. And so it's going to be just above these train tracks here before it goes into a subway tunnel. And so how do we get that open? Well, over here it's going to be a spider sense section, so we can just sense that with Spider-Man. It's also going to be a wall over here with some vegetation on it, so we're just going to take out all of that vegetation, revealing a weak wall, destroy that with a character like Thor, then use a tech-savvy character on the computer terminal, and you'll be able to grab the News Helicopter vehicle token. Okay, moving on to gold brick number 63. This is a race. So this is going to be over here, and it's just going to be in the middle of the street here. And so what I'm going to do is just going to find a nearby vehicle, drive up to the beginning of the race. It's going to orient you into the correct position. And then you just have to drive through all of the green checkpoint markers. And there's going to be a lot of traffic, as there usually is in New York, so you kind of have to go around all the traffic. That can stump you a little bit, but as long as you're not running into traffic constantly, you should be able to do it pretty easily and grab gold brick number 63. Alright, next up is going to be the Super-Skrull character token, located kind of near the bridge over here on the left side of the map. And so underneath this water tower, there's going to be some ice, so we can just melt that ice with a character like Human Torch, and then we can just jump up and grab the Super-Skrull character token. Alright, next up is gold brick number 64, located over here on the left side of the map. And this one can be a little bit tricky. So there's going to be a dig spot right here that we can dig up with a character like Wolverine. It's going to reveal a trail of studs, so we're going to follow that trail to another dig spot. And there's going to be another trail of studs. And it can be a little bit tricky to know where it wants you to go. But over here, there's going to be another dig spot. There's going to be an arrow pointing down. So if we follow that arrow right here, there's going to be another sensing location with a dig spot in the grass. And then we have to go back to where we started almost. And over here, where this dumpster is, there's going to be a final dig spot after you destroy the dumpster, giving you gold brick number 64. Alright, moving on to the vehicle token for the Spider-Trike. Yes, Spider-Man has a trike. So it's going to be this like greenhouse on top of this rooftop. How do we get inside? Well, if you fall down here, it's going to be an electrical panel that we can charge up with a character like Dr. Doom. It's going to open up the greenhouse, and we can just fly straight up to the rooftop, go inside, and grab the Spider-Trike vehicle token. Next up is gold brick number 65. This is going to be another side quest located over here on the left side of the map. So there's going to be this old granny over here that we can talk to. And she's going to say some young, good-for-nothing hoodlums or something. I don't know what she was saying. I didn't have time to read it. But there's going to be a guy that stole her purse, it looks like. And so this guy is a little bit annoying to take down because he's going to keep running away from you. And it's difficult to get hits on him because as soon as you stop, because you know every time you go to attack, you slow down quite a bit. Like you can't run and attack at the same time. As you can see here, he's pretty fast. And I think you have to punch him. Like if you shoot him with your fire, I don't know if it counts. And so it can take a while, but just keep getting hits on him. And after you hit him several times, he'll drop the purse. Then you can deliver it to the old granny. And that will complete the quest and give you gold brick number 65. Okay, moving on to gold brick number 66, located right here on the map. It's going to be this shop right here with a gold brick behind the glass. How do we get in there? Well, over here on the right side, if you destroy this recycling bin, there's going to be a vent underneath that we can go in with Mr. Fantastic or Loki. Then we can just grab gold brick number 66. Okay, so next up is going to be gold brick number 67, and this is going to be a race located right here on the map. So we will need a vehicle. I'm going to grab this bus. I don't really recommend grabbing a bus just because they're a little bit harder to handle, a lot larger, so probably should use a sedan, but whatever. We're going to get it done with the bus. And so just avoid all the traffic, go through all of the different green checkpoint markers, make a couple right turns here, go left again, go left again, just follow the trail of studs, and as long as you don't run into anything, you should be good, and you'll grab gold brick number 67. Okay, next up is gold brick number 68, located right here on the map. This is going to be on the ground level. You're going to notice a weak wall that we can destroy with a character like Thor, and we're going to have to fly up a bit to see this other weak wall. There is a ledge there for you, so you can throw your hammer at it. And then there's going to be an electrical socket that we can charge up with a character like Dr. Doom or Thor. Just get kind of close to it, and it's going to open up this door at the ground level, giving you gold brick 68. Okay, moving on to the character token for Whiplash from Iron Man 2. And so over here on the ground level, there's going to be a shield box. How do we get that open? Well, there's a character that you can mind control nearby, so we're going to mind control him with Jean Grey. Have her pull on that lever, and then the box is going to open, and then you can grab the character token for Whiplash. Next up is gold brick number 69, located just to the left here of Central Park on these rooftops. And so this is a little bit of a convoluted one. So we're going to pull on this lever. Some lights are going to turn on, and just pay attention to what order the lights turned on in. Or you can just watch this video to know exactly what you have to do. But you basically want to step on the first one, and then the one on the right, then the one on the left, and then the middle left is going to be the last one. And if you stepped on all of the pressure pads in the right order, the box is going to open up, giving you gold brick number 69. Okay, moving on to gold brick number 70, located right here, smack dab in the middle of Central Park. And so this is going to be a little bit of a target practice side quest here. I guess it's not really a side quest, just a regular gold brick, but it's a little bit of a quest because you got all these targets here, and I did pretty bad shooting at these targets. I don't know what the optimal character is. Black Widow you think would be optimal, but these targets kind of jump and go down pretty quickly. It's like by the time you target them, and then your character shoots, a lot of times they go down, but eventually you should be able to do it and grab gold brick number 70. Okay, next up is gold brick number 71. This is going to be another side quest. This is going to be located in Central Park in this sandy area. This is where this old man is going to give you the next side mission, and this one is a little bit annoying. So we basically have to ride 3 different animals across the city here. Well, not across the entire city, but we're going to follow the checkpoint marker here into this Chinatown area. It's going to be a gorilla that you can hop on. Look how Human Torch is on fire riding the gorilla. Somehow the gorilla is just not feeling the heat at all. But anyway, we're going to escort the gorilla over there to the beginning of where we started the side mission. It's going to give you another checkpoint marker that you need to follow. And here's a lion sitting on that balcony for no reason. I had no idea why the lion got there. So we're going to have to escort the lion back over to where we began the side mission, to that old man in Central Park. And so we're going to do that. And I sped this up. You can tell, even when I've sped it up, it still takes some time to actually get over to the old man. And so there we go. We delivered the lion. And then the last animal is going to be the elephant. And this is the most annoying one because the elephant can't jump. So it can't, like, skip a little bit of Central Park. You're going to have to basically go the long way. And I think I show that here because I tried to jump over the barrier to the sandy area where we started the side mission, and I wasn't able to get over there. So you can see there's like a little jump that you have to do, and look, the elephant just won't do it. So you have to go all the way around and just take as long as possible. Look, I tried, but it just wouldn't work. So now I'm going all the way back over to where we can, you know, the proper entrance of Central Park, going around this tent. You gotta go around the little tent nails that are nailing the tent into the ground. And then we can finally make it over here to this sand pit, deliver the elephant, and now that we have all 3 elephants delivered, or all 3 animals delivered, I should say, we'll complete the quest and get gold brick number 71. Okay, moving on to the character token for Viper, who I believe appeared in the Wolverine movie, if I'm not mistaken. But right here in the corner of Central Park, there's going to be some vegetation that we can destroy, revealing a gold Lego object lock. Heat that up with a character like Iron Man or Human Torch, and grab the Viper character token. And now we're going to be moving to another character token. This is going to be for Absorbing Man, who I believe appeared in the 2003 Hulk movie, but it's going to be a vent in the middle of this like construction site area. You just have to keep attacking it. I had already attacked it before, but just to speed things up a little bit, you can just keep shooting it with a character like Human Torch. Eventually, a water spout's going to pop out, and then you can grab Absorbing Man. Alright, next up is gold brick number 72, located right here on the map. And so this one's going to have a bunch of security lasers and cameras shooting at you, so you know what to do. Switch over to Black Widow, go invisible, pull the lever, and you just have to make sure you don't get detected. If you get detected, you're going to have to pull the lever again. And so we're just going to do some acrobatics with Black Widow and grab gold brick number 72. Okay, next up is the character token for Pepper Potts, who of course appears in all the Iron Man movies and Avengers movies and all that good stuff. So Black Panther is going to be here, so we can talk to Black Panther. This is before his MCU appearance, by the way, back in 2013 when this game came out. And you're going to talk to him, and this is a pretty simple one. After you talk to him, there's going to be a bunch of NPCs that just start attacking you, and you have to take them all out with Black Panther's help. I like how Black Panther has like Wolverine claws to simulate the Panther claws, but anyway, after we take out all of the different enemies in the area, they're going to keep spawning, but as soon as you take them all out, Black Panther should talk to you. There you go. He's going to say you're pretty handy in a fight, and you'll get the Pepper Potts character token. And speaking of Pepper Potts, next up is going to be the Rescue character token, located just to the right of the one we just did. And here is Black Panther, so this is the second Black Panther mission now, so make sure you've completed the first one first. And so we're going to talk to Black Panther, and this one's a little bit of a puzzle one. So over here on the right side, there's going to be some magnetic Lego objects that we can take care of with Magneto. There's going to be a Captain America S.H.I.E.L.D. socket there that we can throw his shield into. And then over here on the left side, it might be a little confusing about what you're supposed to do. And I'm going to find out here in just a second. So I'm kind of looking around. What are we supposed to do? I see the pink power there, but I don't see anything to do with that. Well, there's actually going to be a Captain America S.H.I.E.L.D. socket right there. Throw our shield into there. Then we can switch to a tech-savvy character like Iron Man. And we have to play this little matching game. And I'm not sure if the matching game is randomized, but that's the pattern that I got. And once you do all of that, this whole Roxxon plant is going to kind of blow up, and you'll get the Rescue character token. Okay, next up, we're going to get gold brick number 73. This is going to be a race located here near Roxxon, kind of on the rooftops here. And so just switch to a flying character to activate the race, and you just have to fly through all of these green checkpoint markers. This is kind of a, I don't know what you'd call it, like a low altitude race, I'd say. You have to stick kind of close to the ground. Which kind of comes with some challenges, but it shouldn't be too hard. And once you do that race, you'll grab gold brick number 73. Okay, next up is gold brick number 74. This is going to be another quest located here in Central Park near this pond. So there's going to be this granny character that you can talk to, and she's going to have her invention here, the duck delighting bread cannon. And so what you have to do is charge it up here with a electrical character like Dr. Doom. And then you can jump into it, and you just have to shoot all of the ducks that are in the water with bread. Yeah, a very bizarre quest, I must say. I don't know how TT Games thought up of this one, but once you shoot all the ducks, there'll be a short cutscene, and you'll get gold brick number 74. Next up is the vehicle token for the Stark Jet, and it's going to be located in Central Park, just out in the middle of this pond right here. And yeah, you don't have to do anything for this one. Just fly over and grab the vehicle token, and you'll have the Stark Jet. Next up is gold brick number 75. This is going to be a race located here in Central Park. So this is a little unique one. So over here, it's going to be some remote controls that you can activate, and you're going to control one of these remote control boats, and you just have to guide the boat through all of the green checkpoint markers within the time limit. And this one should be pretty simple. There's not any obstacles or anything in your way, so shouldn't give you too much trouble as you go around this pond here in Central Park. And once you go through all of them, you will get gold brick number 75. Next up is gold brick number 76, and this one is kind of difficult to see because the level icon is blocking the gold brick, but it's going to be located right here in Central Park near the pond. And you can remote control these little RC boats, and then once you do that, you can just shoot all of the yellow submarines in the pond. I don't know why there's a bunch of yellow submarines hanging out in Central Park, but there you go. And once we destroy them all, the gold brick will spawn there on the dock, and you'll get gold brick 76. Next up is the character token for the Beetle character. It's going to be located to the left here of Central Park in the Yorkville section of the city. And in this back alley, there's going to be a bunch of spider webs with studs above them. So what you have to do is just bounce on the spider webs and collect the studs above. And as you do that, there's going to be some more studs that spawn. So just keep bouncing on all the spider webs that have the studs above them. As you keep doing that, there's going to be more that spawn in. And once you do them all, the Beetle character token will spawn in the middle. Okay, next up is going to be the vehicle token for the police motorcycle, located here just to the left of Central Park. And there's going to be a wall here where you can see the vehicle token. How do you get to it? Well, there's going to be some weak flooring nearby, and one of them is going to have a vent underneath it. So I'm going around destroying the weak flooring with a character like Thor or Hulk. This one over here reveals a vent. So what we need to do is go into the vent with a character like Mr. Fantastic or Loki, and then we can grab the police motorcycle vehicle token. And next up is gold brick number 77. This is going to be another quest located here on the left side of the city. And we're going to see our favorite character, the one in the red jacket that we've seen multiple times throughout this guide. And so for this one, he's going to want to fight some bad guys with you. So after you talk to him, he's going to walk, I don't know, 50 feet over here. And there's going to be a bunch of these AIM soldiers that are going to start attacking you. So just keep taking them all out. The little civilian's going to try to help you out as well. I guess he's trying to become a crime fighter or something. Who knows? But eventually, though, all of the AIM agents will stop spawning. And then he'll talk to you for a little cutscene here. And after the cutscene plays, you'll get gold brick number 77. Okay, next up is gold brick number 78. This is going to be another quest located here on the left side of the city. So there's going to be this woman in the purple shirt that we can talk to right in front of this doorway. And so basically there's going to be a person that she's missing that we need to find for her. So after we talk to her, there's going to be a trail of red studs, so we can follow the Deadpool guide for that. And it's going to lead us over here to Central Park. And once we get over here to Central Park, there's going to be this little, I don't know what you call this, like this little fountain area here, surrounded by this pool of water. And so what we need to do is find the missing person. So I was going around trying to figure out what I was supposed to do, and then I realized later on here in just a second, oh, there's the missing person. So you can just hit the B button if you're playing on Xbox or Circle on PlayStation, whatever console you're playing on, to get this character to follow you. And then again, I don't recommend flying whenever you have a character following you for these side quests, because it can get them kind of glitched out and then they'll get lost and you'll have to redo the side quest from the start. So we're just going to walk all the way back to where we started the side quest and talk to the character once again. It's going to be a short little cutscene, and then we'll grab gold brick number 78. Next up is the character token for Carnage, the Spider-Man villain. So I think a lot of people are going to want this character. So on this rooftop here, there's going to be several vents, and what we need to do is just block all of the vents except that one in the middle, and that's going to allow us to get to the Carnage character token. So this first one's going to have some water around it, so we can just freeze that with a character like Iceman. And right there, I thought I freezed it, but I actually didn't, so we're going to go back to that one a little bit later. But yeah, we're just going to go around and freeze all of these vents, and it can be a little bit glitchy. Like you can see here, I'm shooting right on it, but it's just not registering. And so I'm going to try to get to a different angle here. Go to this other one. And as I'm freezing this one, there we go. You'll see like a big mound of ice when you actually do it properly. So now I'm going back to this first one. There it is. Worked right away. Then we're going to go over here to this one on the left. So there's 3 total that you're blocking with ice. And here we go. And there we go. That worked that time. So just make sure it registers. And then once you do that, you go to this vent in the middle. Use a character like Mr. Fantastic. And then you have to use an acrobatic character to wall jump and get the Carnage character token. Alright, next up is the Sandman Goon character token here on the left side of the city, sort of near the helicarrier in a way. But down here on the side here, there's going to be a weak wall that we can destroy with a character like Hulk or Thor. We're going to throw his hammer into there. Then we can grab the Sandman Goon character token. Next up is the Mary Jane Watson character token. It's going to be located right here on the left side of the city. So over here, there's going to be one of these little grapple hook points that we can use with a character like Spider-Man. So we're going to shoot a web, climb up here, and there's going to be an area that we can use Spider Sense. Then we can pull on this handle with Spider-Man. And inside this shield box is the Mary Jane Watson character token. Okay, moving on to gold brick number 79. This is another quest that we need to do. So over here in the city here, there's going to be this woman in the purple shirt. Yet again, these same NPCs keep getting reused. So she needs to get into this building because she left the iron on or something like that. But this is going to be one of these mind control missions that we need to mind control a character up the building. But first, there's going to be these different obstacles in your way. So there's one there where you have to use a claw switch. So we're just going to use Wolverine for that. Then there's going to be this stuff where you have to pull down a ladder. You have to use your Spider Sense or Wolverine Sense, I guess we'll call it. And so what I'm going to do here before we actually escort the woman up there using mind control, we're going to go ahead and clear the path for her. So we're going through, and you basically have to kind of switch between Wolverine and Spider-Man and use their different abilities to create this path. And so I kind of cleared most of the way here, so now I'm switching over to Jean Grey, and we're going to mind control her to go up the side of this building here. And go up the ladders, and here's where we met our stops. Now we're going to head back up to the top and try to get that last bridge built for her so she can actually get across. And up here, there's going to be a lever that we can pull. That's going to pull out the last bridge. So now we can mind control the NPC one more time to actually get her to the rooftop where she needs to be. And look at this. Whoa, I just glitched back down. Just trying to get up on the side of the building. It can be a little bit glitchy sometimes. Alright, so we're mind controlling the character. We got up here to the roof, and then there's going to be a shortcut scene, and that'll be gold brick number 79. Okay, moving on to the character token for Nova, located here kind of to the left of the bottom left corner of Central Park, if that makes sense. But there's going to be a race on this rooftop that we need to do to get the Nova character token. So we're going to go through here, and you can just do this as pretty much any character. I'm just doing it as Human Torch because you can kind of fly up some of the obstacles that you normally would have to do, like acrobatic wall jumps and stuff like that. So it's probably recommended that you use a character like Black Widow, but we are able to do it with Human Torch. And there is the Nova character token. Next up is gold brick number 80, located here in the bottom left corner of Central Park. And so it's going to be in this little pond reptile house area of Central Park. And so what you need to do here, there's going to be this fountain with a bunch of bouncing little trees or bushes, whatever you want to call those. So we just need to destroy all those within the time limit. Look at that. The first time I actually failed, but they recommend using a character like Human Torch who has like a beam that can quickly destroy all of the vegetation. And once you do that, gold brick number 80 will spawn there in the middle of the fountain. Moving on to the Kraven the Hunter character tokens. This is one that I think a lot of people are going to want as well. And so this is going to be located in this same area, the reptile house area in the bottom left corner of Central Park. And so there's going to be multiple targets here. It looks like 5 different targets that we can shoot with any character that can shoot targets like Hawkeye or Human Torch, anybody like that. And once you shoot all 5 of the targets, the character token for Kraven the Hunter will spawn. Moving on to the vehicle token for the Flower Car. It's going to be located here kind of in the bottom middle of Central Park. So Groot is going to be standing here, not his MCU appearance, but his comic book appearance. So once we talk to Groot, there's going to be all of these, what are these, moles that pop out of the ground. And so you just have to destroy all 7 of the moles within the time limit. And once you do that, you will grab the Flower Car vehicle token. Next up is gold brick number 81, located here in the bottom right corner of Central Park. And so I go over here to the location, and at first I don't really notice anything, like what am I supposed to do here to get this gold brick? And so what you have to do is just kind of look around a little bit, and if you move towards this nearby little sitting area with this monument, it's going to be a spider sense section, so we can use a character like Spider-Man or Wolverine to reveal a dig spot. I guess it's preferable that you use Wolverine so that you're already prepared for all these dig spots. And so we're going to go around and just follow these trails of studs after you dig up each of these dig spots. And eventually it's going to lead over to where the gold brick marker was telling us where the gold brick is. And there it is. We dig it up, and we get gold brick number 81. Okay, now next up we're going to do gold brick number 82. This is going to be a open world side quest located here to the bottom right of Central Park. And it's going to be this woman in the purple shirt on top of the nearby rooftop. And so we're going to talk to her, and basically what we have to do is escort her across this rooftop. But you don't have to mind control her directly this time, but you do have to use a character like Jean Grey. I think Galactus might work as well to create these little purple bridges that she can kind of tightrope walk across. And so as we do that, we're just going to keep using our powers on these bridges. And as soon as the bridge is built, the AI should automatically move her across. This is going to be this little bridge here that you have to do twice. There's 2 sets of bridges to get her across this gap. And once you get her across all of those different rooftops, there'll be a short cut scene. She'll talk about how she's like a tightrope walker or something like that. I don't remember, but that'll give you gold brick number 82. Next up is the character token for Leader, which at the time of this video coming out is going to appear in Captain America Brave New World. So this is very fitting. So right here in the middle of the street here, there's going to be this little area that we can Super Mario wall jump, or you can just fly up to grab the Leader character token. Next up, we're moving on to the Ant-Man character token located right here on the map. And this one's very important because Ant-Man is actually required for some of the collectibles out here in the open world. So we're going to be going back through the map to get those a little bit later throughout this guide. But yeah, over here in this little construction site area, there's going to be a bunch of different dig spots, so we can just switch to a digging character like Wolverine. Underneath this car is going to be the character token for Ant-Man. Alright, moving on to the S.H.I.E.L.D 4x4 vehicle token located right here on the map, right on this corner. Again, we're in this kind of like construction site looking area, so there's going to be a weak floor, so we can destroy that with a character like Thor or Hulk. Then once we get inside, there's going to be a dig spot, so we're going to use Wolverine on that, and then we'll have the S.H.I.E.L.D 4x4 vehicle token. Okay, so next up is going to be the Wasp character token. This one's going to be located up here on the city. We're kind of moving up because this one was previously inaccessible to us until we got the Ant-Man character unlocked. Alright, so on this rooftop here, this is Ant-Man's lab. We're going to switch over to Ant-Man. We're going to purchase him, and then we can shrink small. This is kind of a unique ability. Like, this shrinking ability is only used for, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 of the puzzles that we're about to do in this guide, and it's not used in any of the main levels in the game. So basically what we have to do is just go through this little obstacle course maze sort of thing. You have to step on different pressure pads to get the electricity to go away so that you can proceed through the maze, and then at the very end, once we turn off the last electrical trap, we can get the Wasp character token. Okay, next up is gold brick number 83, located right here in Central Park. And again, this is another one that requires the Ant-Man character. I think you can probably use Wasp as well now that we have her unlocked. But yeah, there's going to be this little maze in Central Park. We're just going to shrink down and push down on all of these different pressure pads, and then grab gold brick number 83. Moving on to the Black Panther character token, located right here on the left side of the city, sort of near the helicarrier. And there's Black Panther just waiting for us now that we completed some of his previous missions. And so for this one, he's going to talk about how his partner was pursuing some thugs or something like that. I don't remember the exact details, but we're just going to follow the Deadpool guide, and there's going to be some enemies that start attacking us. I think these are the enemies from Iron Man 3, are they not? So yeah, definitely some MCU references here with some of the enemies in this game. But alright, so there is the cat. So we have to chase down the cat. I guess that's Black Panther's cat. I guess that makes sense, since he's Black Panther. He's sort of like a big cat. But anyway, we're just going to take down all of these different enemies as we follow this cat around, and the cat's just going to keep leading us into different enemies, and eventually it's going to stop. Then you can press the B button or circle button to get it to follow you. And once the cat starts following us, then we can just go back to where Black Panther was. And it's a little annoying because you can't really take the back alleys because the cat AI like won't follow you. Like, I tried to go back through this little narrow spot, and it started to follow me. Like, maybe it would have worked, but I decided to just go the long way. And there we go. We got it back to Black Panther, and that'll complete the side mission for the Black Panther character token. Next up is the Mandarin's Boat vehicle token, located up here on the north side of the city. So we're kind of going all over the place right now, kind of cleaning up some of the side missions that have now appeared that weren't there before, now that we've done these other missions. So Groot is going to be here, and there's going to be some more of these moles that we need to destroy. This one's a little bit tougher because there's 9 to get now. And so we just have to take out all 9 of these within the time limit. And once we do that, Groot will talk once again, and you'll get the Mandarin's Boat vehicle token. Okay, next up is gold brick number 84, and this one's going to be located on Liberty Island up here, kind of at the top of the map with how I have it oriented for this guide. And so for this one, you're going to need Ant-Man, so that's why we waited on doing this. So we're going to pull the lever, and then we have to shrink down to go into here, this little doorway on the right side. Step on the pressure pad, and then the middle doorway is going to open up. Step on that pressure pad, and this lever is going to open up. Pull on that, and then we can shrink down once again and go through this little maze and grab gold brick number 84. Okay, next up is going to be the golf cart vehicle token located here on Liberty Island. And so this one is really simple. There's just going to be a golf cart sitting here with a magnetic Lego object in front of it, locking it down. So we're just going to switch over to Magneto to lift that up. And once we do that, we'll have the golf cart vehicle token. And building off of the golf cart vehicle token that we just got, we have gold brick number 85, also here on Liberty Island. This is a race. So there's going to be a golf cart here that you can purchase, and then we can just go through this race. And so we're going to start it here, and it's pretty much just a race all the way around Liberty Island. So pretty simple. There's some obstacles in the way, some narrow passageways, but luckily there's no vehicles here to stop you. You can just run right over the civilians, which is totally something a superhero would do. And at the end of the race, we'll get gold brick 85. Next up is gold brick number 86, and this one's going to be located on the left side, middle of the city, sort of near the helicarrier. On this rooftop, there's going to be another one of these Ant-Man mazes. So again, that's why we waited on doing this one until we unlocked Ant-Man. And so what we need to do is just shrink down, and there's going to be a bunch of pressure pads, but you really only need to hit one to get the gold brick. So just follow the path that I'm taking here. Over here, kind of in the middle of the maze, is going to be the pressure pad that you need to hit. And then that's going to open up this shield box, and inside is going to be gold brick number 86. If I can actually fly up to grab it. There we go. Gold brick 86. Alright, moving on to gold brick number 87. This is going to be a race located kind of in the bottom right corner of Central Park. And there's going to be a race in the middle of this circular roundabout traffic street here. And so we're just going to grab a random car and do the race. And again, you're going to have to worry about traffic. You're going to be kind of driving against the traffic and all that sort of thing. So just make sure you avoid all the cars as best you can, and you'll grab gold brick 87. Moving on to the Elektra character token, who at the time of this video coming out actually recently appeared in Deadpool and Wolverine. So over here on this rooftop, you can destroy some Lego objects, revealing a claw switch. So we're going to switch over to Wolverine to activate that. It's going to open up this door with a weak wall behind it, so we can use Thor to destroy that weak wall. And then we can grab the Elektra character token. Next up is gold brick number 88, located right here on the bottom right-hand corner of the city with how I have the map oriented for this guide. And right here on the side of this street, there's going to be some lasers. And how do we get around those lasers? Well, if you use Mr. Fantastic, you can go over here on the left side, go through these vents, and that's going to reveal this lever that we can pull. And that's going to open up the doorway, allowing you to grab gold brick number 88. Next up is the Iron Man Heroic Age character token. So another Iron Man skin here. So over here on the right side of the city, we're going to go over here and talk to Heimdall from the Thor movies. And he's going to talk about something about the Bifrost, blah, blah, blah. No one really cares about what the side missions are. We just need to know how to do them. So over here where we used the Bifrost during the story mode, or Thor used it, there's going to be a bunch of these frost giants that start attacking us. So you're going to take them out with Heimdall's help. And after you do that, there's going to be a shortcut scene. And after that, you will get the Iron Man Heroic Age character token. Next up is gold brick number 89. This is going to be another side quest located right here on the map on this rooftop. And there's going to be this Asgardian AI character that we need to do a quest for. So he's going to want some new clothing. And so for this one, we're going to have to go to a clothing store. Kind of, it's not all the way across the map, maybe halfway across the map. So we're going to fly over here, kind of in the top right corner of Central Park. And there's going to be 2 electrical outlets that we need to charge up with a character like Dr. Doom. And so the first one's on the left. That one's pretty easy to see. And then the one on the right is a little bit harder because it's not, easily seen right away. But if you fly up here onto this rooftop, you'll find it. Charge that up. And once you have both of them charged up, the door will open. And then you can destroy this mannequin here on the left. It's going to drop a hat. And we can pick up the hat. And And then all we have to do is just fly back to where we started this side quest with the hat. And then we can grab, or we can give the hat to the NPC. And that'll complete the side mission. And that'll be gold brick number 89. Moving on to the Mandarin's Buggy vehicle token, located right here on the map. And so right here, there's going to be this little terminal that we need to mind control an NPC character behind. So we're going to switch over to Jean Grey, mind control that character, have the character pull on the lever. It's going to open up this cage, giving you the Mandarin's Buggy vehicle token. Alright, next up is gold brick number 90, located right here on the map. So in this sort of construction site looking area, there's going to be this dumpster, and if you look nearby, there's going to be a Sandman pit kind of under there where we need to get to. So if we look nearby, there's going to be a dig spot, and so we're going to dig this up with a character like Wolverine, and then we can switch over to Sandman to go into the sand pit, and it's going to teleport you over to gold brick 90. Moving on to the character token for Red Hulk, which at the time of this video coming out is going to appear in Captain America Brave New World. And so to get Red Hulk to come out, you can go over here to this glowing spot, and he'll come on down. Then you can switch over to another big fig character like regular Hulk, and then we can just do a little beat down on him. And once you beat him down a little bit with a big fig character, you'll have this little quick time event where you have to keep mashing the X or square button. And then once he gets taken out, you can grab the Red Hulk character token. Moving on to gold brick number 91. This is going to be another side quest located right here on the map. And so right here, there's going to be this, what is this, a police officer looking NPC character. And so he's going to have some escaped inmates that he needs help taking down. So this is another simple one where you're just taking down some enemies that spawn in. And so all you have to do is in this little park area is just keep on taking on all the inmates. The police officer will help you out. And once you take them all out, there should be a short cutscene, and there we go. He'll say, "Good work, kid," and then you'll get gold brick number 91. Next up is the Silver Samurai character token. It's a character that I believe appeared in the 2013 Wolverine movie, but over here on this rooftop, we can switch over to a character like Wolverine and use his senses. And so we're just going to go around and use our senses on all these different spots. There's like, I don't know, 4 spots or 5 spots on this maze. And once we've revealed all those locations, then we can switch over to a telekinetic character like Jean Grey to guide this purple piece through the maze. Just make sure you've used your senses first to reveal all the missing track pieces in that maze. And once you do that, you can grab the Silver Samurai character token. Next up is the Bullseye character token, located right here on the map. And so on this nearby rooftop, there's going to be some basketball goal hoops. And so what we need to do is use Thor's hammer on all of these different hoops. There's going to be a total of 4 of them, and there will be a time limit, so make sure you hit them all within the time limit. And once you do that, you'll get the Bullseye character token. And moving on to gold brick number 92, this is going to be another side quest. And this one's going to be for that same police officer that we just helped in a previous side quest. And this side quest is going to be very similar. So we're going to talk to him in front of this pizza shop. Then he's going to take us around the corner, and there's going to be a bunch of more enemies that we need to take out. So this is a different gang, I guess. Well, I guess the first time we had inmates. And then for this side quest, we've got just a local gang that all looks identical. Same character model and all the different enemies. But once we take them all out with the help of the cop, he'll say thanks for the help. And then we'll get gold brick number 92. Moving on to the garbage truck vehicle token. Of course, I wanted to use a garbage truck in LEGO Marvel Superheroes, but we're going to go over here and talk to the Rocket Raccoon character here, who's going to give us our little quest for the garbage truck vehicle token. And so once we talk to him, we're going to fly all the way over here to where the game points us to go, and there's going to be a nearby dumpster that we need to look into. And once we destroy some of the LEGO objects around the dumpster, we can pick up this blue, what is that, a dagger or a sword? I missed what Rocket Raccoon was saying, but we're going to pick that up and deliver it to Rocket Raccoon. And once you do that, he'll thank you, and you'll get the garbage truck vehicle token. Next up, we have the She-Hulk character token, located right here on the map, who recently had her own TV show on Disney Plus that I don't think did too well. But anyway, for this one, I recommend playing as Hulk, because there's going to be 7 of these weak pieces of flooring, I guess we'll call them, around this area. And if you don't know where they're at, It may take you a couple tries, but looks like it's not just flooring. There's actually some on the walls as well. That one was glitching out a little bit. For one of these, you're going to have to throw a car at it because it's kind of elevated, or you can do the sonic clap. That's what I did. And if you destroy them all within the time limit, again, it may take you a try or two, you'll be able to grab the She-Hulk character token. Okay, moving on to gold brick number 93, located right here on the map. So on this nearby rooftop, if we fly down here, there's going to be this gold Lego object garage door that we can destroy with a character like Human Torch or Iron Man. Behind that, there's going to be a claw switch that we can use with a character like Wolverine, and that's going to reveal the gold brick for this little building here. So that's gold brick number 93. Alright, so next up is going to be gold brick number 94. This is going to be a race located right here, just to the south of Central Park with how I have the map oriented. And so for this one, you're going to need a flying character. Start the race right here, and then you're going to have to start flying through all of these green checkpoint markers, going over the Raft prison here. And we're kind of going all over the place for this one. So we're just going to keep flying through the hoops. Make sure you do it within the time limit with the kind of annoying flying controls. I didn't find them to be too bad, but once you complete the race, you'll get gold brick number 94. Okay, next up is gold brick 95, located right here on the map to the south of Central Park with how I have the map oriented. And there's going to be a kind of corner building right here with some security cameras, so we're just going to go invisible with a character like Black Widow and pull on that lever. It's going to open up this doorway, and once inside, there's going to be a gold brick that we can just walk up to and grab. Next up is the character token for Blade, located right here on the map, who recently appeared at the time of this video coming out in Deadpool and Wolverine. So yeah, I'm totally dating this video if you guys are watching it in the distant future, but oh well. So we're going to talk to Blade right here, and there's going to be 3 guys driving around in golf carts that we need to destroy. So I'm going to use Human Torch, and I'm just going to get close to them and then use my Flaming Blast. There we go, destroy 2 of them. Then this last one here we can destroy, and once you take them all out, you should instantly get a little cutscene of Blade talking to you, and you'll unlock the Blade character token. Next up is the Silver Surfer character token, located right here on the map. So like Blade, there are a bunch of prerequisite missions that you need to do beforehand, so rewind the video and we'll knock all those out. But yeah, we're going to talk to Silver Surfer right here. And so for this one, we have to go to where the game tells us to go by following the Deadpool Red Stud guide. And once we get here, there's going to be some enemies that start attacking us. These look like the Iron Man 3 enemies. There's going to be this little black Lego object that we need to pick up. I guess it's some sort of brick that Silver Surfer needs. And there we go. We'll go ahead and give it to him and unlock the Silver Surfer character token. Alright, moving on to the Power Man character token, located right here on the map. It's going to be kind of in this back alleyway in the Yorkville section. And you'll see the character token right away, and there's going to be a bunch of enemies that just ambush you. These look like prison inmates from the Raft, maybe. There's going to be a, 30-second or so timer, and once you take out all the enemies, you'll unlock Power Man. Moving on to gold brick number 96, located right here on the map, kind of the bottom left corner. And this is going to be another back alleyway that we need to go down. And once we go through here, there's going to be a fan pushing you back, so we're just going to shoot that silver Lego object fan with Hawkeye. We could use Iron Man as well. And then we can just grab gold brick number 96. Next up is gold brick number 97. This is going to be another side quest located right here on the map. And we're going to have this blonde-haired Lego NPC character talk to us. And so he's going to have this priceless antique egg that he needs to take over to the Empire State University for study. So it's going to be one of the escort missions, which everyone loves to do in every video game, not just Lego games. Escort missions are just so fun. So we're going to take him over here to Empire State, and of course when we get here, there's going to be a bunch of enemies that attack us, but not too many. And once you take them all out, you'll complete the side mission and get gold brick number 97. Next up is gold brick number 98. This is going to be a race located in the bottom left corner here of the map. This one's going to be on the road, so we just need to pick up a nearby vehicle. I just grabbed this taxi cab. Actually, I guess it's not a taxi cab, it's just a yellow vehicle. But yeah, we're going to go through all of these different checkpoint markers. Make sure you don't hit the incoming vehicles heading towards you, and you should be good to go. The on-the-road races aren't too bad compared to the flying ones, but once we complete the race, we'll get gold brick 98. Next up is the vehicle token for Punisher's truck, located right here on the map. And look who it is. Punisher himself is going to give us a little side quest to get his truck. And so there's going to be a crook that he needs help taking out, and he's going to give you access to his truck right away for this quest. So we can just hop right in and chase down this green van, and you just have to keep ramming into it. You also have some missiles on there. And once you take it out, it should be super simple. You'll get Punisher's truck. Next up is the Raid Truck vehicle token, located right here on the map. And so for this one, there's going to be a weak piece of flooring here that we can destroy with a character like Hulk or Thor. And once we do that, it's going to reveal a mole. And once we take down the mole, there's going to be several that we need to take out within the time limit. This can be a little bit tricky. I ended up using Thor, and this kind of, for the most part, I would kind of randomly run up to each mole, but you can also use his hammer. Once you take them all out, you'll get the Raid Truck vehicle token. Next up, we have the S.H.I.E.L.D. APC vehicle token. It's going to be located in this little raft, what's it called? The Raft Ferry Port. This is going to be a S.H.I.E.L.D. box. How do you get that open? Well, there's going to be a Captain America S.H.I.E.L.D. switch. I guess that's what it's called. Yeah, S.H.I.E.L.D. switches. So we're going to switch over to Captain America. Throw our S.H.I.E.L.D. in that switch. Look at that long range throw right there. It's going to open up the box. And look what's inside. It's none other than the S.H.I.E.L.D. APC vehicle token. And moving on to gold brick number 99. This is going to be another side quest. We're almost to 100, guys, but yeah, this is going to be at the Raft Ferry Port. So there's going to be this boat captain that's standing right here, and he's going to talk about how there's some sort of breakout at the Raft prison. So there's going to be a bunch of enemies going for a joyride on these little boats. And so what we need to do is grab our own boat using this vehicle terminal right here. We're going to call in our boat. And I think there's only 2 boats in the game, so you don't really have too many options here. But yeah, we're just going to ram into all of these different boats. And it can actually take some time, so I'm not sure if it's easier maybe to just attack them with your character, like maybe use Human Torch's flaming attacks on them. I don't know, but I'm just ramming them with this boat here. And once we ram all of them, you'll take them all out, you'll get a shortcut scene, and you'll get gold brick number 99. Next up is gold brick number 100. We've reached the 100th gold brick of this guide, located right here on the map. And so what we need to do for this one, there's going to be this parking garage that we need to get inside. If you head to the bottom here, this is going to be how you access it. And once we get into the parking garage, we're just going to make our way upstairs a little bit until we reach this shield switch for Captain America. So we're going to throw our shield into that. That's going to turn off this electrical outlet, taking down these security systems here. There's going to be some Doc Ock bots that try to attack us, but we're just going to run past those, destroy this dumpster, and grab gold brick number 100. Next up is gold brick 101, located right here on the map. And so for this one, we're going to go to this parking garage on the rooftop, and there's going to be a bunch of vehicles that we need to destroy. So there's going to be red vehicles. There's 7 of them in total. And so we're just going around destroying them all within the time limit. You get a little bit more time with each one that you destroy, so just be fast with it. And once you destroy all 7, you can grab gold brick 101. Okay, next up is gold brick number 102, located right here on the map. And so this one can be a little tricky. This one took me several tries, but so it's going to be where the gold brick spawns over there on the left. But what you have to do is stand on this switch with a big fig character until all of those green light bulbs turn on, and then you have a limited amount of time to run over and grab the gold brick before the door closes. So I recommend switching to another character to do it and get gold brick 102. Next up is gold brick 103. This is going to be a side quest. So there's going to be a whole bunch of tires here, just a huge stack with a random NPC character right here. And so they're going to catch on fire while you're talking to the NPC character. So all you have to do is put the fire out and take on Pyro, who appears. Didn't Pyro also appear recently in Deadpool and Wolverine at the time of this video coming out? I believe he did. He looks a lot different though in this game. So we're just going to put out all of the fire to prevent those tires from, spreading more fire throughout the city. And once we do that, we're then going to take on Pyro himself. So we're going to keep putting out his fires and just keep attacking him. Once you do that, you'll get a short cutscene where he's thanking you, and you'll get gold brick 103. Moving on to gold brick 104. This is going to be a race located right here on the map. And so for this race, it's going to be right here on the ground level. And so we're going to go ahead and start it. I recommend using a flying character because you can just fly right through this area that you're supposed to technically wall jump, and it's super easy. You'll get gold brick 104. Next up is gold brick 105. This is going to be another side quest that we need to do. So right here in the city, there's going to be this old granny that we can go and talk to, and she's going to talk about how she's missing her cat, so we got to find the cat and escort it back to her. So to find the cat, you just go to where the game points you to go. And it can be a little bit tricky because you'll go to this area and be like, where's it at? Well, it's actually in this back alley. It's not in the middle of the street. So we're going to go around to the back alley, find the cat, press the B button on it, and or circle, depending on what console you're playing on. And once we do that, we can then walk it all the way back over to the old lady that we started the side quest for. And again, I don't recommend flying around because it can get the cat AI messed up. And right there, it even seemed to glitch out a little bit trying to cross the street with all the different traffic. But eventually we got it across, and we're just going to deliver it here to the old lady. You'll get a shortcut scene where she thanks you, and you'll get gold brick 105. Moving on to gold brick 106. And so for this one, we're going to have to go to this basketball court, and the backboards on the basketball goals are going to be weak walls that we can destroy with Thor's hammer. And once we destroy both of them, the gold brick will spawn right in the middle of the court. Next up is gold brick 107, located right here on the left side of the city, sort of near the Raft prison. So yeah, on the side of this building, it's going to be a bunch of stuff that we got to do here. So right here, there's going to be an electrical outlet that we can charge up near the water here. So we're going to charge it up with a character like Dr. Doom or Thor. That's going to turn on some of the lights on this building, but we need to restore the rest of them. And so what we're going to do is head up here to the rooftop. There's going to be another electrical outlet that we can charge up with a character like Thor or Dr. Doom. That's going to turn on this neon sign. So there's just one more outlet that we need to find. It's going to be actually on the right side of the building when you're facing it this way. So head over here to the right side, and yep, there's going to be some vegetation growing on the side of the building that we need to destroy though, because it was kind of hiding the electrical outlet. But we're going to charge it up with Thor, and once we've charged up all three outlets in the middle of the building, there is going to be gold brick 107. Next up is the Havoc character token, located right here on the map. Moving towards the bottom of the map now. So inside this store, we need to find a way to get inside. Well, on the rooftop, there's going to be a bunch of security measures. So we're going to switch over to Captain America and deflect the laser over there, and then we can use the shield switch with Captain America as well. And once you do that, that'll open up the doors, allowing you access into the store to grab the Havoc character token. Next up is gold brick 108. Located right here on the map, and so it's going to be in the Washington Heights section of the city. And so there's going to be some flames surrounding a few of these NPC characters that we need to rescue. So the first one's going to be on the ground level there, so we can just use Iceman to put those out. And then the next one's going to be over here on the left side of the building, so we can use Iceman to put those flames out. That'll be 2 out of 4 NPCs that we need to save. Basically, any fire that you come across, just put it out with Iceman. It's probably a good call. And up here on the rooftop is going to be another one, so we're going to put that out. That's 3 out of 4. I'm looking for the 4th one now, the last one right here. Put those flames out. That's 4 out of 4, and then you'll be able to grab gold brick 108. Next up is gold brick 109. This is going to be another side quest. And so right here on the side of the street, it's that Mary Jane looking NPC character that we actually haven't seen in quite a while now. So she's going to say, what am I, the invisible woman, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to have to grab a nearby taxi, and she's going to jump into it once you do that. And now that we have the taxi, we have to then drive it pretty much across the city, unfortunately. It couldn't be close. It's got to be on the other side of Central Park. But luckily, the traffic in LEGO Marvel Superheroes is not as bad as the real-life Manhattan traffic. But yeah, we're going to deliver Mary Jane there and get gold brick 109. Next up is the Hydra Agent character token, located right here on the map. So on this nearby rooftop, it's going to be a green garbage can there, a dumpster. But behind it is a weak wall, so we're just going to switch over to Hulk because he can destroy weak walls. And then we can grab the Hydra Agent character token. Next up is the Archangel character token, located right here on the map. So there's going to be this building nearby. And once we approach this building, you're going to notice there's some, like, what is that? Some sort of ventilation on the side of the building. So we can just destroy all of those very quickly with a character like Human Torch using his fire beam. And then we'll get the character for Archangel. Next up is Gold Brick 110, located right here on the map. We're getting very close to the X Mansion now, guys, but yeah, there's going to be this billboard. On the back side of it, there's going to be a computer terminal that we can hack with a character like Black Widow or Tony Stark. And we just have to line up all of these different arrows to restore the power. And then on the other side, on the front side of the billboard, we can grab Gold Brick 110. And now it's time for Gold Brick 111. This is going to be a race located right here on the map. And for this one, I recommend using a vehicle. So nearby in this Inwood section of the city, it's going to be a taxi cab that we can just grab. At least it was there for me. So we're just going to grab the taxi cab and do this race. And we have to go through all of the different checkpoint markers, kind of going around the X Mansion section of Manhattan here at the bottom of the map. And once you do that, you'll grab Gold Brick 111. Next up is the Groot character token, so make sure you've done the previous Groot missions that we've done earlier in this guide. But here near the X Mansion, Groot's going to be waiting for us, so we're going to go up and talk to him. He's going to say, "I am Groot," as he always does, and this time these moles are going to be on the side of a wall, so I recommend using a character like Human Torch and using his beam on all of them. Seems to be the fastest way to take them out. And so there is going to be a time limit, and what is there, like 15 or so that you have to take out, but once you do that, you'll grab the Groot character token. Next up is Gold Brick 112, located right here on the map. And so there's going to be a silver Lego object in kind of the front courtyard here of X Mansion. Destroy that with a character like Hawkeye and grab Gold Brick 112. Next up is the Colossus character token, who appears right here on the map. And so for this one in front of the X Mansion, there's going to be this glowing spot that we can walk into. And there's going to be a Sentinel. I think this is the third Sentinel that we fought in this guide. So you got to destroy the silver Lego object, the gold Lego object, and then the weak wall. And so you can use Thor on the weak wall. And once you take out all three of those different spots, they'll get destroyed, and you'll get the Colossus character token. Next up is the Mandarin's Helicopter vehicle token here in front of the X Mansion. So look at this. Gambit is going to talk to us, who, at the time of this video coming out, recently appeared in Deadpool and Wolverine. And so we're going to talk to Gambit, and he's going to talk to us, and there's just going to be a whole bunch of these enemies that start attacking us. I think we fought a lot of these enemies in the main story mode of this game. But just keep taking on all the enemies with Gambit at your side, and he'll say nice work. And you'll get the Mandarin's Helicopter vehicle token. Next up is Gold Brick 113 or 113. This is going to be a race located here on top of X Mansion. So we're going to switch over to a flying character for this one, like Thor, to start the race. And then we just have to fly around. Just make sure you get good enough at the vehicle controls to do this. And look at that. Whoa, I went really fast right there. That was a little risky doing that, but luckily the game gives you enough time to make some mistakes, and that'll give you Gold Brick 113. Moving back down here to the X Mansion, we have another Gold Brick 114 located here. And so over here on the X Mansion, there's going to be some Lego objects here in this corner. We're going to destroy all of those. It's going to be another Lego object above it, revealing a magnetic switch that we can pull with Magneto, and then that'll allow us access to Gold Brick 114. Next up, we have the X-Jet vehicle token located right here on the map, and you might be a little confused where this one is. It's actually going to be underneath the map. There's this kind of secret cave section here underneath X Mansion, so we're going to use our Spider Sense or Wolverine Sense to reveal this power outlet that we can charge up with a character like Dr. Doom. And there's going to be 3 different outlets that we need to find. So the next one's going to be here on the roof here, kind of in this little driveway section. We're going to charge that up. That's 2 out of 3. Then the last one's going to be over here. There's going to be a silver Lego object wall that we can destroy with a character like Iron Man. Then we can charge up that last electrical power outlet thingamajig there. And once you do all 3, you'll be able to grab the X-Jet vehicle token. Next up is the Magneto-mobile vehicle token. Of course, everyone's favorite vehicle in this game. Just kidding. But here in the backyard here of X Mansion, we can go over here and talk to Professor X himself. And there's going to be this gold Lego object directly to the right of him that we're going to be messing with here. And so we're going to switch over to a character that can destroy gold Lego objects like Human Torch. We're going to cut out the X logo, and then we'll get the Magneto-mobile vehicle token. Next up is the Emma Frost character token here in the backyard of X Mansion. So Professor Xavier will have this mission for you. And so we'll talk to him, and we're going to have to go through this maze. And so to do that, we're going to have to mind control this character right here with a character like Jean Grey. And we're just going to go through the maze. There's pretty much, what, only like 1 or 2 paths that you can go down, so it's pretty simple. Step on that pressure pad, you'll solve the maze, and you'll unlock the Emma Frost character token. Next up is the Professor X character token. So now we're going to unlock Professor X himself. And so we're going to go over here and talk to him. And basically what we're going to need to do here is switch over to a telekinetic character like Jean Grey. So after you talk to Professor X, you then just have to pick up these 4 Lego objects, form the X-Men logo, and you'll unlock the Professor X character token. Next up is Gold Brick 115. This is going to be a side quest over here on the right side of this X Mansion section of the city. And there is that Mary Jane looking NPC once again. And so she's going to talk about how her dog buried some toy. And this quest is actually pretty long, so play as a character like Wolverine, because you're going to have to do a lot of digging. And you have to follow this trail of studs. Every now and then you're going to find a dig spot, or you have to use your Wolverine sense to reveal the dig spot first. And look at this, you have to do this like weird platforming, but I just skipped it and just flew up there with Human Torch. And yeah, we're just going to keep following this trail. And after every stop, you usually have to use your Wolverine senses to reveal the dig spot. And we're just going to keep going around X Mansion here. Again, this one is pretty lengthy. There's just a lot of different dig spots that you got to go through. And I think we're coming up here on the last one in this bush. No, next one down here on this ledge. There's the toy that we're looking for. So it's like a dog bone of some sort. So now we're going to go all the way back to where we started the mission, to that Mary Jane looking NPC. And we're going to hand that to her. And that'll complete the side quest for Gold Brick 115. Moving on to Gold Brick 116 located here in the very bottom right section of the city here near X Mansion. So there's going to be this little greenhouse. If you head over here to the right and destroy this Lego object, there's going to be one of these Sandman portals that we can go through, and we'll grab Gold Brick 116. Next up is Gold Brick 117 here, a side quest here in the bottom left corner here of the city, and look who it is. The guy with the tongue, Toad himself. And so for this one, we're going to have to jump on some lily pads. So this is going to be a time limit. I don't recommend using a flying character like I'm using here, but I was able to kind of wing it and get it done. And once we do that, we'll grab Gold Brick 117. Next up is the Raft Truck vehicle token. So now we're moving over here to the Raft Prison Island here. And so here on this little beach section, there's going to be a dig spot. We can just dig up the Raft Truck vehicle token. Next up is Gold Brick 118. This is going to be another side quest here on the Raft Prison Island. So up here, there's going to be this blonde-haired character that we've kind of seen multiple times throughout these different side quests. And so there's going to be a chopper that's landing, so we need to build the H landing logo so that the chopper knows where to land. And so we have to use a telekinetic character like Jean Grey to line up the H symbol, just like so. And once we do that, he'll talk to you, say thanks, and you'll get Gold Brick number 118. Moving on to the Raft Helicopter vehicle token here on the Raft Island. I guess that makes sense. So up here on top of this building, there's going to be a weak wall that we can pull with a big fig character like the Hulk. And inside is going to be the Raft Helicopter vehicle token. Alright, moving on to the Star-Lord character token. So now we're moving back into the main section of the city, just to the right of Central Park. So now we're going to kind of clean up some of the missions that have now spawned, now that we've done other missions in the lower section of the city. So this is going to be Rocket Raccoon. We're going to talk to him, and there's going to be a whole bunch of enemies that start attacking us. What are these? What is the species of this enemy? They don't look like frost giants exactly. Someone let me know in the comments below if you've actually watched this far into the video. But after you take out all the enemies, you'll unlock Star-Lord. Next up is Wolverine's motorcycle vehicle token, located here on the right side of the city. And over here is going to be Toad. So this is the second Toad mission of the game. And so we're going to talk to him, and we're going to have to do some lily pad bouncing. And again, I'm using a flying character, which I don't recommend doing because it can kind of mess up when you're trying to bounce. But I was able to get it done anyway. Sometimes you'll fly when you don't really want to fly. And there's the last one. And we kind of winged it there, and we got it completed and unlocked Wolverine's motorcycle. Moving on to Punisher's car, the Punisher's car vehicle token located right here on the map. So what is this? I think the second Punisher mission that we've done, I believe, unless I'm forgetting one. But yeah, we're going to go over here and talk to Punisher, and there's going to be a bunch of truck driving crooks that he's talking about. And so we're going to have to go out into the city and take out all 3 of them. This time, though, he doesn't give you his Punisher vehicle to use, unfortunately, but I'm just going to use Human Torch, use his flame beam, whatever you want to call it, on all of these different green trucks. And once we take all 3 of them out, he'll talk to you, thank you, and you'll unlock Punisher's car. Next up is going to be the Gambit character token, so we'll play as Gambit here after doing this little quest. So here in Central Park, we're going to go over here and talk to Gambit. He's going to be next to this picnic table, and he's going to be missing one of his cards. So we have to find a card in a nearby tree. This can be a little bit tricky if you don't know where to look, but I'm going to show you exactly where to go. So once you get to this little general vicinity, right here in this tree is going to be the card that he's missing, this little Ace of Spades. So I'm going to give that to Gambit, and that will unlock the Gambit character token. Next up is the Punisher character token, so now we can finally unlock Punisher here on, I think this is his 3rd mission. And so we're going to go over here and talk to good old Punisher waiting there for us. And so he's going to talk to us a little bit, and there's going to be some more vehicles that we need to take out. I think there's 3 more. And so this is just kind of a repeat of the mission that we did before for Punisher, except this time it's just in a different section of the city. And so again, I'm using Human Torch to take out all of the green vehicles, using his flaming beam. You have to be somewhat close to take them out, but once we take all 3 of the vehicles out, we'll unlock Punisher as a playable character. Next up is the Chitauri Chariot vehicle token, located kind of in the middle of the city near the Marvel headquarters on top of this building. And look who's waiting for us. It's good old Heimdall from the Thor movies. So for this one, I recommend playing as a character like Human Torch, because we have to go around Times Square and heat up or unfreeze all of these NPC characters. So there's going to be 4 of them. And the game doesn't really tell you exactly where they are. There's going to be like a trail of ice that you're supposed to follow, I believe. The first one was right there, and I'm kind of looking around. Where's this next one at? And I'm kind of wandering here through Times Square, not sure where to go, but there was a little icicle there, and there is the next frozen character that we need to save. And there's another piece of ice. So again, that's kind of showing you the general direction we need to go. There's 3 out of 4. There's another piece of ice, so we know we're on the right track. There's another piece of ice, and up here on this rooftop is going to be the last civilian that we need to unfreeze. And once you do that, Heimdall will give you a little pep talk, and you'll unlock the Chitauri Chariot vehicle token. Next up is Gold Brick number 119. This is going to be a side quest located right here in the city. So there's going to be this old granny character giving us another side quest here. And it's going to be about her cat that's wandered off yet again. So we're going to follow the Deadpool guide to get us to where we need to be. And once we get into this general area, there the cat is in front of this sporting goods store, or near the sporting goods store. So now we need to get the cat back over to the old granny. And again, I don't recommend flying whenever you're escorting a character or a cat, because it can get the AI a little bit messed up. So we're just going to use the main roads and sidewalks. And once we get over here back to the granny, you'll bring the cat back to her, and she'll thank you, and you will get Gold Brick 119. Next up is going to be the Rocket Raccoon character token, located right here on the left side of the city. So we're going to go over here and find Rocket over here near the water. And we're going to talk to him, and he's going to talk about how I keep telling Walrus that giraffes can't climb tall buildings, blah, 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 blah. So we need to get photographic evidence of that. So a very bizarre side quest, I must say. But I'm going to go over here to this skyscraper on the other side of the city, Fisk Tower, actually. It's going to be a photo that we need to take, and to take photos, you can actually play as Spider-Man, then hold the character switch button to switch over to Peter Parker, take the picture, and once we do that, we can switch back over to a flying character so that we can fly back over to Rocket Raccoon as fast as possible, because let's be honest, Spider-Man does not web swing as fast as these characters can fly. So we're going to deliver the picture to Rocket Raccoon, and once you do that, you will unlock Rocket Raccoon as a playable character. Next up is the Heimdall character token. So now we're finally going to be unlocking Heimdall now that we've done his previous quest. So right here in the financial district, we're going to walk up to Heimdall in front of this pizza shop or Italian shop of some sort. And we're going to talk to him. And so he's going to give us a little quest to do. So now we're going to fly over here to this other section of the city, and there's going to be this NPC character, this Asgardian that we can talk to, and we just need to get this Asgardian to meet up with Heimdall. And so, again, as I always say, as we're escorting these characters, I don't recommend flying, just so you don't glitch out the AI. So you have to stay somewhat close to the AI that's following behind you. And so we're just going to slowly use the streets to walk our way back over to where Heimdall was on the other side. It's annoying how they make these characters so far away just to kind of pad out these side quests. But there we go. We got the Asgardian back over, and that'll complete the side quest, giving us the Heimdall character token. Next up is Cyclops' Astonishing Version character token, located right here on the map, kind of the very north side of the map with how I have the map oriented. And so we're going to talk to this blonde-haired character, and he's going to say, I'm going to be late, or something like that. And so what we need to do is put a vehicle in this glowing spot. So we're going to switch to a taxi, and we're going to get him on board. And we have to escort him kind of across the city here. Not all the way across, just over here to Marvel HQ. And that'll unlock the Cyclops Astonishing character token. Next up is the Electro Ultimate Version character token, located right here to the right of the Marvel HQ here in the city. And so there's going to be this woman right here that we need to talk to. And she's going to say, thanks for stopping by, now drive. So yeah, she's very pushy. So we're going to find a nearby taxi, back it up into the glowing spot. She's going to hop in, and then we just have to drive her across the map. And so there's no time limit here, unlike the races in the game. So although she's acting like she's in a hurry, there's actually no time limit at all. You could take all day doing this if you wanted to. But yeah, anyway, we're going to fly all the way over here near this like skate park section of the city, and you'll unlock the Electro Ultimate character token. Moving on to Captain America's bike vehicle token, located here on the right side of the city, to the right of Central Park, near the water here. So here's our friend, the character in the red jacket. And so, again, he's going to want to be escorted in a taxi again. I don't think it has to be a taxi specifically. I think you could use any vehicle. But anyway, drive a vehicle into the glowing spot. He'll hop in, and then we can just drive him to his destination. And off the top of my head, I can't remember where his destination is. So we're just going to keep following Deadpool's guide studs, I guess you can call them. And there's the glowing spot right here to the Empire State Building, and we'll get Captain America's bike vehicle token. Alright, next up is going to be the Toad character token. So it's going to be the third Toad mission, located here on Liberty Island at the very top of the map. And so we're going to go over here to these docks, and there's Toad himself. And as he's done before with the previous two missions for Toad, he's going to have us do some lily pad jumping. And he's going to act like this is like the hardest one. And so what we have to do is just jump on all these lily pads, although you can mess up over and over again like I'm doing here, and you'll be completely fine. The time limit is forgiving enough to where you should be able to, you know, complete this without any trouble. And once we do that, he's going to say I'm tongue-tied, and you'll unlock the Toad character token. Okay guys, so for the rest of the objects that we're going to grab here, these are after I unlocked Deadpool. So to unlock Deadpool, you have to buy all of the Deadpool bricks by playing through all the Deadpool missions. I have guides for all of those on my channel. And once you have Deadpool unlocked, then some more of the side quests are going to show up here in the city, which is what we're going to be doing right now. So this first one is Gold Brick 120. This is a side quest. So we talk to the character kind of on the north side of the city. We took down a few different vehicles here. There's going to be, I think, 3 different green armored trucks that we need to take out. And once you do that, you'll complete the quest. But yeah, so all of these are going to be after we've unlocked Deadpool. Some of this stuff you might be able to do before you've unlocked Deadpool, but just know that I've unlocked Deadpool at this point. So that's why some of this stuff is showing up now. So that was Gold Brick 120. Next up is Gold Brick number 121 over here on the right side, north side with how I have the map oriented section of the city. And so this is going to be a little obstacle course here. It kind of reminds me of the Lego Batman 2 side missions in the open world with these different obstacle courses in that game. But we're going to switch over to Black Widow because she's an acrobatic character, and she can go invisible to bypass all of these different security measures. She can shoot those 2 targets with her guns, go past these lasers, shoot a couple more targets, then she can do some Super Mario acrobatic wall hopping. Then we can grab Gold Brick 121. Next up is Gold Brick 122, located here just to the south of Marvel HQ. That's how I have the map oriented here. And this one has several gold Lego objects and silver Lego objects that we need to destroy. So first off, there's going to be a vent on the side of the building that we can go through here with Mr. Fantastic. Then we can destroy these 3 gold Lego object statues with Human Torch or Iron Man. Then we're going to go back through with Mr. Fantastic again. So that's 3 of the 10 objects. It's going to be a couple silver Lego objects here that we can destroy with a character like Iron Man. That brings us up to 5 out of 10. And then on the other side, there's going to be some more objects that we can destroy. There's a gold one there, gold one there, gold one there, and then there's 2 more silver Lego objects here at the Marvel HQ entrance. So we're going to play as Iron Man to destroy those with his rockets. And then the other side is going to be where the gold brick spawns. So we're going to go around and grab gold brick 122. Next up is the Spider-Man Future Foundation character token located over here on this dockyard section of the city on the right side. And look who it is. It is Ghost Rider himself. So we're going to talk to Ghost Rider, and he's going to want to race. So we're going to pick up the nearby taxi. So yes, we're going to race Ghost Rider's motorcycle in just a regular old taxi. It's pretty embarrassing for Ghost Rider, I must say. But he's going to be pretty slow, so as long as you don't hit some traffic or anything crazy like that, you should be good to go. And we're just going to go through all these different green checkpoint markers throughout the city. And once we complete this race, let's make sure Ghost Rider stays behind you. And again, he drives pretty slow, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. We'll complete the race and unlock the Spider-Man Future Foundation character token. Next up is the Mr. Fantastic Future Foundation character token, located kind of across from the raft near the bottom of the map. And this is going to be the next Ghost Rider mission, and he's going to want to race again. He wants a rematch because he got beat by a taxi last time. So I didn't have a vehicle nearby, so I grabbed this green one. And yeah, we're going to have to race him again. I found this one to be a little bit harder. He just seemed faster overall, and there seemed to be more traffic, at least for me. So you might have to do this one a couple different times, but eventually you should be able to avoid all the traffic and complete the race and unlock Mr. Fantastic Future Foundation. And then next up we have Ghost Rider's motorcycle vehicle token. So it's going to be located over here in the top left section here of the city, and Ghost Rider yet again is going to want to race us. So for this one you can just find any nearby vehicle just like we did before. So I just stole this random civilian's car, which is the true superhero thing to do, guys. Just take a random civilian's car so that you can race Ghost Rider. Makes total sense, but yeah, this one I found to be easier than the second one, but yeah, we're just going to go through all of these different green checkpoint markers. I did crash into a civilian there, but we still stayed ahead of Ghost Rider because he's just that slow. So we have to do a couple tricky turns here. You have to go up here onto the railroad, and once you do that, you'll complete the race and unlock Ghost Rider's motorcycle as a vehicle. Next up is Deadpool's scooter, located right here on this bridge, at the very top of the map. And look who it is, Deadpool himself. So we're going to go up there and talk to him. And he's actually going to break the fourth wall, talking about how you're trying to 100% the game. And this is going to be a race. I didn't have any vehicle nearby, but luckily then a taxi spawned. I don't think that was there before, but we're going to use the taxi to race Deadpool. He's going to go really fast right at the beginning, and then after the first or 2 checkpoints, he's just going to slow down like crazy, and then you'll be able to easily pass him. And as long as you don't wreck like crazy, I even wrecked right there, and I'm still fine, but as long as you don't wreck repeatedly, you should be able to stay in front of Deadpool and go through all of these different checkpoint markers. And once we do that, we'll complete the race and unlock Deadpool's scooter. Next is going to be the Taskmaster character token. Now, I think we could have got this one before Deadpool, but this one's kind of tricky to find because you have to just kind of fly out into the middle of the clouds to find it way up here. So it's just going to be a random S.H.I.E.L.D. box right here with a silver Lego object lock on it. Destroy that with Iron Man's rocket and unlock Taskmaster as a character. Next up is going to be Deadpool's helicopter vehicle token, located kind of on the bottom side of the city with how I have the map oriented. It's going to be in the scrapyard section, so there is Deadpool himself waiting for us. And so we're going to talk to him. He's going to say he's lost his favorite flamingo blade. So where's the flamingo blade? Well, it's actually going to be near the basketball courts over here. And so in this pink dumpster is going to be the flamingo blade, so we're going to pick that up. And we're going to fly all the way back over here to Deadpool and deliver it to him. And he's going to thank you, and once you do that, you'll complete this little quest and unlock Deadpool's helicopter as a vehicle token. And guys, next up we have the final character that you're going to unlock in the game, Aunt May. So this is going to be located right here, and this is going to be the third and final Deadpool quest. And I think Deadpool even acknowledges that. So it's my third quest, you know what that means. The designers have probably run out of ideas. TT Games ran out of ideas on this one. So yeah, this one is pretty simple. There's just going to be a bunch of aim agents that just start attacking you. And once you take them all out, you'll be good to go. But what's hilarious is, for whatever reason, Aunt May is the final unlockable character. I have no idea why. She has no special abilities, to my knowledge. But yeah, they just saved her for last. But once we take out all of the different aim agents, Deadpool will say, hey, you want a prize now? And, well, you're going to unlock Aunt May as a character token. But guys, we are not done yet. We have one final gold brick of this guide. This is the grand finale. Gold brick 1, 2, 3. It's a race. It's super easy to miss. You could have done this before unlocking Deadpool. Yeah, up here in the clouds is going to be a random race, kind of on the right side of the city. Super easy to miss. And so we can just use any flying character to start this race, and we just have to go through all of the different green checkpoints. Look at this. I'm going full speed right now through all these checkpoints. Oh, I got stopped right there. But it's going to end over here at the Statue of Liberty. I figured this was a fitting way to end this 2+ hour long guide. And there we go, the final gold brick 1, 2, 3, bringing us up to 250. And guys, that is everything here in this guide. There's a 100% achievement. So let me know in the comments below if you guys have any questions. And for all of you guys that watched through all 2+ hours of this guide, please just type the words Aunt May. So if you guys that wrote down Aunt May, that means you watched through the entire 2+ hours of this guide. But guys, that's going to do it. This video is too long. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Dislike it if not. Subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you guys next time here on Quick Break Games.